and Catch stammers. I'm so sorry, Lady Ngai Ni. You're out here pushing yourself so hard just to protect all of us. I really shouldn't have said those things. Ngai Ni continues, and Catch, heading to Earth is one thing, but I'm truly worried about leaving you behind. Without me here, you will probably have to deal with all that unfair treatment again. What I've done isn't enough. If only I were just a little bit stronger. And Catch replies, touched. That's not true, Lady Ngai Ni. You've done plenty. You even modified those immortal techniques so weak monsters like us could actually get stronger. And you even snuck onto Earth for this dangerous secret mission for our sake. Lady Ngai Ni, this shouldn't be your burden to carry. She steps closer and gives a soft smile. I have to go. Only by finishing the Lord's mission can I prove that our lower-tier races actually have value. It's time. I'm heading out. And Catch reminds her, please, you have to be careful. When monsters sneak onto Earth, they can only keep the power of a 1,000-year beast. High-level spirit beasts usually hate people. If you get surrounded, trust me, they will just stand there and watch you die. Lord walked toward the portal stone, tossing back a cold line. Don't bother with those scumbags. The God Lord chose me as commander because he knows I can finish this mission entirely solo. And Guy, stay safe until I return. She vanished instantly, and Guy whispered to the empty air, Lord you better make it back in one piece. Hurling through the teleportation rift, realized her power was fading. Was she finally approaching Earth? I cannot believe I kept my beast powers for 3,000 years. On Earth, I have to be the strongest person alive now. This mission might be easier than I thought. Suddenly, a massive pillar of light shot up from Wudong's house. A system notification popped up. Your new pet has finally arrived. System scans detected high danger levels, so we have initiated the harmless modification process on your pet for your safety. Suomo rubbed his eyes. This is insane. Who schedules a delivery for this early? I have no idea where the system put this pet. I really hope it doesn't want me to go downstairs. A tiny light flickered in front of Suomo. Lord appeared, gasping in total shock. Wait, what is happening right now? This is definitely not where I was supposed to land. Stared at herself in horror. Wait, there is something even more important. My body. It shrunk. Where is my spirit energy? 3,000 years of massive power and it is just gone? Not even a drop left? Suomo spoke up. Hey, don't be scared. I am not a bad guy or anything. Whose kid are you? Why are you even here? He thought to himself, oh great. Is the pet the system sent me actually a little girl? Human trafficking is definitely way past illegal. Glared at him. Shut your mouth. I am extremely annoyed right now, so do not talk to me. She thought, this is bad. I assumed this was just a normal human house, but I can actually smell a spirit cultivator here. She scanned the room, realizing she was powerless. If a cultivator found out who she really was, she would be in huge trouble. I could pretend to be a normal human child. No, that won't work. Appearing here out of thin air is way too suspicious. There is only one way out. If this weak human lives with a cultivator, they must have a very close relationship with them. If I use this tiny human as a hostage, I can escape safely. My combat skills from years of training will not fail me now. Even if I am stuck in a child's body with zero magic, my fighting skills are still way beyond any normal human being. Threw a punch straight at Suomo. Sorry, kid, but you are officially going to be my hostage. As she lunged, Suomo casually stepped aside and snatched her up. Whoa there, little girl. Easy does it. You are going to get hurt if you keep acting crazy. She struggled hard. I am doomed. This guy is not a weak human at all. The noise must have been too loud because Wudong opened the door. Suomo? What is going on in here? I heard a loud thud coming from your room. She looked at the scene, totally confused. Seriously, what is happening? Why are you holding a little girl like that? Inside the cozy house, the little girl put on a perfectly innocent face and looked up with wide, naive eyes. I really do not know anything. I just woke up and suddenly found myself here. Then she suddenly pointed a finger at Suomo and screamed, and this big brother was trying to do something really weird to me. Suddenly, a system notification chimed with the pet information. Name, pet species, bone marten, the weakest beast race from another world. Short fur, diet, literally anything you have, extremely easy to raise. This pet can switch between beast and human forms at the host-specific command. After hearing the notification, Suomo looked totally bored. I would never do something that weird. Then he glanced over. Wudong, this kid is actually a spirit beast. Wudong turned around, completely shocked. A spirit beast? This cute little girl is a beast? She has zero energy and honestly looks incredibly weak. After hearing those insults, was absolutely fuming inside. I cannot believe this random cultivator called me weak. What a total insult. But for now, I just have to play dumb and stay quiet. Put on her most innocent face again. Big brother, I have no idea what you are talking about. I am just a kid. A spirit beast? What is that? Does it taste good? Then Suomo suddenly remembered the system note. The pet can switch forms at the host's specific command. Suomo gave her a cold stare and commanded, "Transform for me." Looked confused, but then two ears suddenly sprouted from her head. She panicked, touching her scalp and screaming, "Wait, what is happening to me? My body is moving on its own. What did you do to me?" Suddenly, let out a tiny squeak and transformed right back into a bone marten. Seeing the beast's true form, Wudong's eyes went wide with total amazement. "I cannot believe it is really a spirit beast. It is so incredibly soft and cute," Suomo replied. "I can control it, but definitely do not let your guard down yet." Wudong scooped up the screaming, struggling little beast and smiled. "So, does this mean I can actually keep it as a pet?" So Mach watched her, chin in hand, thinking hard. "It looks human, but it might be some ancient 1,000-year-old beast. Lethal stuff." Wudong said, "Yeah, that's a major threat. Maybe we just ice it?" "We could have ferret meat for lunch," he replied. "Nah, too brutal. I'll find a cookbook." Hearing that, the bone ferret totally froze, breaking out in a cold sweat. These humans are totally bluffing. Fine, let's play along. Shifting back into human form, eyes watering, she whispered like a total victim, "I'm sorry, I shouldn't have lied. I'm just a tiny, weak little bone ferret. Since I can look human, they picked me for the vanguard as cannon fodder. I never wanted to fight, but there's no way to stop those massive, powerful monster beasts. If you let me live, I'll do whatever you want." So Mach looked at Ngai Ni and said, "Actually, I have a job for you. As for your fate, I'll decide that later." In a dark, gloomy hallway, they headed toward a quiet room. In a medical room, Somak led Ngai Ni to a woman lying totally unconscious on a hospital bed. He said, "She's been out for months. Can you save her?" Ngai Ni's eyes widened. "Wait, what? Save her? But human bodies aren't like monsters. Plus, I don't know the first thing about medicine." Somak's face went dark. He glared at Ngai Ni and snapped, "Quit acting like a fool. That monster aura on her, you know it, don't you? That's why she's in a coma. You're a beast. You must know how to save her." Hearing that, Ngai Ni frowned and replied, "Honestly, I have no clue. We monsters don't use these kinds of sneaky, indirect methods for killing people." She looked him straight in the eyes, trying her best to explain her point. Suddenly, Ngai Ni remembered something. She thought for a second and said, "Wait, I recall something about a human corporation. They were secretly researching how to merge human and monster cells. It's possible. Your sister's state is linked to their experiments. If we find them, we find a cure." So Mach asked, "Which corporation?" She froze. "How would a lowly grunt like me know that? I was just cannon fodder, but there might be a way to track them down. But it's risky." So Mach said seriously, "Talk. If you hurt her, you're dead. Help me, and I'll protect you." She replied, "A group from Earth was supposed to be here to meet me. If we can just get in touch with them, you can follow the trail to find whoever hurt your sister. But that means throwing down with some really scary people." Hearing her serious plan, Somak said, "Contact them, as fast as you can." She quickly agreed. "Got it." Internally, she thought, "I still have a massive mission to finish, and I can't afford to waste time. No more time to waste. Using the corporation's power to crush these two average cultivators is definitely the smartest move." In a high-tech room, a voice echoed, "They're 2 hours late already." A glowing green stone pulsed with magic as more voices started chiming in. "The research facility's borders are fine. Did the transport fail or what?" Then a voice shouted, "Wait! The transport machine is finally lighting up!" Two tall men in black suits were talking. One mentioned a message from the monster commander, Ngai Ni. The other replied, "Finally, news. So, what the heck is going on now?" The commander reached East Sea City, but the location was off. "A new meeting spot has been assigned now." Li Tu tilted his head. "A new meeting spot? Jia, do you take your men to welcome our guest from another world?" He replied, "Is my rank even right for this? Plus, meeting Ngai Ni is your big chance." Li Tu went silent and gave him a sharp look. "I paid a high price for this chance, but the transport error is more important. I have to find this glitch and report to the Alliance. You're the only assistant I can actually trust with this. I'm counting on you to host her." Below the bridge, the water flowed in silence. Jiadu sternly gave a final warning. "These monsters appearing on Earth are heartless, lethal creatures with zero mercy or human emotion. Even if they look just like us, never treat them like they're human. These things are straight-up monsters. Being cruel is just in their DNA. One beast once slaughtered hundreds just because his raw steak lacked blood. No hesitation. If you want to keep your head, you'd better bow down and stay respectful." Hearing that, the crew all chimed in at once. "Don't sweat it, Captain. We totally get the vibe. We are on it." One guy muttered, "Who would be dumb enough to mess with a monster? I am not ready to die yet. This job is a curse. I can't believe we're working for these freakish killers now." Suddenly, a sharp voice cut through the air. Cruel monsters? What are you losers gossiping about? Ale stepped from the shadows, walking slowly toward them. Seeing her, Jiadu snapped at his crew. Hey, didn't I tell you guys to clear the area? Who let this little girl in here? What is wrong with you idiots? You guys are useless. Total trash. He glanced at Ale and softened his voice. Kid, it is way too late to be out here. This place is dangerous. Get home now. Isle looked at them with ice in her eyes. Oh? You guys are with the Lee Corporation, aren't you? Why didn't you welcome me to Earth? You want me to just leave? Jiadu gasped. Wait, are you the great Lady Ale? The guys panicked. We are so sorry. We didn't recognize who you were. They all bowed their heads as fast as they could. Seeing this, she blinked, caught off guard. Relax. No need to be so stiff. I can feel a weird power coming off you guys. It's interesting. You are not like those cultivators. You're bounty hunters. Are there any more of you? I would like to see a few more. Jiadu nodded quickly. Yeah, that's right. We are bounty hunters. Professional ones, in fact. But we're elite hunters. Most of us are out on important missions right now. Only a few of us could make it here today. Sorry. He looked chill, but inside he was freaking out. Is this beast about to eat us? Does she like the taste of human flesh? Great. Why does she want more hunters? Ale just leaned back and sighed. Fine, I guess this many will work for now, she thought to herself. Taking out those two average cultivators, Chu Mach and Jiang Yudong, shouldn't be a problem at all. Jiadu watched her thinking and started sweating bullets. He was terrified. He thought, enough to use? Is she planning on having us for a pre-dinner snack or something? That's not good. Then it hit him. He needed a reason to stay alive. Lady Ale. He blurted out. We are actually in East Sea City for a very important mission. Please listen. He looked at Ale. There is this cultivator who's gotten as strong as a 1,000-year-old beast from the secret realm. He is a monster. If we let him keep growing, he'll finish every quest in the realm and wreck our plan to merge the two worlds. Plus, he has insane power in the real world, too. He's dangerous. Honestly, we can't take him down by ourselves, but we can track him down and lead you right to him. We'll be your guides. If you handle it, you'll crush him in no time. Easy, Ale nodded. You are right. Letting a genius like that live would totally ruin the world merger. Don't worry. I will deal with him myself when the time comes. Trust me. Ale went quiet, thinking, my powers are being capped, and I bet it's because of that Chu Mach guy. It has to be him. Once these hunters get rid of Chu Mach and I get my strength back, the rest of Earth's cultivators won't stand a chance. Jiadu bowed again. Lady Ale, on behalf of the Lee Corporation, we are honored to have your help. Thank you. Save your thanks, she replied. I am only doing this to finish the mission for my lord. That is all. Now, tell me everything you know about this guy. One of the men handed Jiadu a tablet. He said, his name is Chu Mach. Here is his file. All of his personal info is right here on this screen. Ale spoke up. Chu Mach? Ale's eyes widened as she pointed. What does this Chu Mach guy actually look like? Just then, Chu Mach started walking toward them from the distance. Jiadu gasped when he saw him. Talk about luck! I can't believe Chu Mach just walked right into our trap. This is perfect. Ale suddenly bolted forward. Jiadu's jaw dropped as he yelled, Lady Ale really is a beast commander. She's charging right at such a powerful cultivator without any fear at all. Go get him! Look at her! Ale ran straight to Chu Mach, looking all proud. Master, these guys are just corporate dogs for the Lee family. I lured them here just for you. A system notification popped up. Ale's affection for the host has increased by 5 points. Way to go. Pet affection system unlocked. You have earned some rewards. Reward 1, damage link. When the host takes damage, normal injuries are transferred directly to your pet. Reward 2, pet bond. You can now feel your pet's mood swings and attitude, making it easier to boost her affection level. Keep going. Keep raising her affection to unlock even more cool features. Can't wait for the next one. Chu Mach was stunned. Why did her affection jump so high all of a sudden? And 2 rewards? Is 5 points even that much in this system? Who knows? System update, pet status, name, Ale, race, bone ferret, affection level, 5. If a truck flattens you, she would literally do a victory dance on your grave. 9E pipes up. Master, I have confirmed it. These hunters are just total scrubs. You can definitely handle them with 0 effort. I will always have total faith in you. On the outside, she is all smiles with a thumbs up, but inside she is fuming. Why is this guy so ridiculously overpowered? Looks like I cannot get rid of Somach this time, but I am definitely not giving up. Suddenly, Somach hears something and wonders, wait, is that Ngai thinking out loud in my head? This is the soul binding feature. The shared damage skill is super handy too. If I boost Ngai's affection level, I might even score some better rewards later on. Then he looks at her and says, since you are actually useful, I will not kill you for now. Hearing that, Ngai Ni panics and waves her hands. I am a cute little weasel. Why would you kill a weasel? Suddenly, Jia-do's henchmen start panicking and shouting. Am I tripping that arrogant beast just called So Mach Master? Is So Mach not supposed to be a cultivation master? Why is he hanging with monsters? They kept talking. That beast is terrifyingly strong, yet it acts like a loyal dog in front of him. Could his real identity be some major high-level player from another world? Jia-do's lackey turns pale and starts shaking. We are doomed. We actually screamed that we wanted to kill him. We are insane. After insulting a powerhouse from another world, is there any way we make it out alive? Watching this unfold, Jia-do winces and breaks out in a cold sweat. Great Lord So Mach, we are so sorry. We had no idea who you were. Trying to kill you was just part of the world fusion plan. It was all a big misunderstanding. Lady Ngai Ni, what exactly is Lord So Mach's real identity? Nai Ni stomps right up to Jia-do and screams, Shut your mouth! You pathetic, low-life hunters are not even remotely worthy of knowing my master's true identity. What is even worse is that you had the nerve to ask me to help you assassinate my master. That is an unforgivable sin. Get on your knees. Now, beg my master for mercy. Hearing her, Jia-do's crew instantly drops to their knees before So Mach. Right then, Jia-do realizes that fighting back or trying to run is basically a suicide mission. Trying to escape from these two monsters is nothing but a bad joke. All we can do now is wait for this humanoid monster to hand down his judgment. Jia-do bows his head low, overthinking everything in the silence. Based on all our previous data, So Mach is usually pretty chill with strangers. If we just act totally humble and submissive, there is a chance he might actually give us a way out alive. Ngai Ni pipes up happily. Noble master, these hunters seem really sincere with their apology. Should we maybe go a little easier on their punishment? So Mach glances at the group and replies, True. I actually thought they were going to fight me. Since they apologized, let's just forgive them. Hearing that, Jia-do speaks up. Lord So Mach, thank you for your incredible mercy. He looks up, feeling a huge wave of relief. Yes, we gambled right and we are still alive. Ngai Ni adds, You guys are seriously lucky to meet a master as kind as mine. Inside, Nai Ni is secretly panicking. These hunters already know my true identity as a commander. To keep my secret safe, they absolutely have to die. With a very mysterious look, she looks at Jia-do and says, According to our rules, insulting a superior means being stabbed with salt-covered needles for 3 days and nights, then finally being burned alive. Since the master forgave you, I will let you choose a gentler death. So, do you want to end yourselves or should I just eat you? Jia-do breaks out in a sweat. Ending things himself sounds better than being eaten, I guess. What the hell? Either way, I am still dead. Choose what? Nothing. So Mach grabs Ngai Ni and asks, Ngai Ni, did I ever give you permission to give orders? He looks at the hunters and says, Relax, guys. Don't be so tense. I am just a normal human being. I am not a monster, and I definitely do not eat people. You were just doing your job. I get it. Just answer a few of my questions and I will let you leave here safely. First question. Who exactly sent you here to kill me? Jia-do thinks, is the answer really that simple? I could just make up a fake name to trick him. That way, I do not have to betray young Master Li too. His eyes dart around as he hesitates. Wait, something is wrong. This has to be a trap. That beast commander, Ngai Ni, knows we work for the Lai group. There is no way she is keeping that from So Mach. So Mach probably already knows we are young Master Lai 2's subordinates. He is testing us right now just so he has a valid reason to execute every single one of us. If we snitch on Lai 2, we are disloyal and we die. In Jia-do's eyes, So Mach is starting to look absolutely terrifying. He is paralyzed with fear. If we do not mention Lai 2, we are just lying to his face, and he will kill us anyway for trying to deceive him. He even had the nerve to claim he is just a normal human. He is definitely a powerhouse from another world. His power and mind games are next level. A monster like So Mach is way beyond our wildest imagination. So Mach snaps impatiently, Look, my patience has a limit. Do you really not want to answer my simple question? Hearing that, Jia, you panicked and stammered, Wait, let me talk. He was desperately betting everything on a lucky break. Jia, you choked out. Our bosses, but then he suddenly started coughing like he was dying. Suddenly, he sprayed out a mouthful of blood. All the hunters were coughing violently and dropping like flies right there. Someone was watching the whole mess on a monitor. Inside a massive luxury suite, a cold voice suddenly broke the silence. What is the deal here? Sumo is secretly the master of the Beast Lords, but plays the hero outside. Is Sumo some big shot from another world? Li Shu stared at the screen in total shock and said, If he is actually a beast, everything finally adds up. How does this guy have 0 records in any cultivation sex, but still possesses such insane god-level power? He gamed the system to top the rankings. Do those beasts have some other dark scheme cooked up? He gripped the remote tightly, sweating. Li Shu kept talking. Or maybe things are even worse than I thought. Sumo is a real cultivator, but his power is off the charts. He did not just jam the boundary stone signals, he actually made the beast lords rebel. No matter who he really is, crossing a guy like Sumo is suicide. Our whole Lee group could be wiped out. Li Xiu broke into a cold sweat, muttering, "Thank God I triggered that hidden poison in those hunters just in time. That bought me a minute. That brat Li Hanling never does anything useful or handles family business anyway. Plus, he had to go and poke a monster like this." Suddenly, Li Hanling smirked. "Hey, big bro, did you just say my name? I am touched, you missed me so much." He walked toward Li Xiu, who jumped and screamed, "Li Hanling, where the hell are my guards? How did you even get in here?" Li Hanling grinned at his brother. "What is wrong, feeling naked without your bodyguards around? You dump the dirty, dangerous work on your subordinates. While you hide and watch security feeds, you even needed your goons to lay a finger on me. You really are the perfect little heir to the Li group." Li Xiu glared at him, clearly annoyed. "Are you trying to lecture me? You clearly have no idea how things work, kid. My pathetic little brother. If I was not out here handling family business, you think you could just play the useless rich kid all day?" Li Hanling gritted his teeth and scowled. "Is that so, dear brother? Then tell me, how do you plan on handling that beast lord? One slip and the Li group is history. That is a lot of pressure for a guy like you to carry." Li Xiu looked stunned. "How do you know about the beast lord? You do not even have the clearance to enter this building. How did you track me down? Where are my guards? What could a total loser like you possibly be after?" Li Xiu started fumbling around for something. "This is weird," he thought. "Something is definitely wrong." Li Hanning smiled and said, "Looking for this? I saw this dangerous piece on the desk, so I decided to keep it safe." He pulled out the gun and twirled it. "You were not really going to use this on your own brother, were you? That would be seriously heartbreaking." Li Hanning aimed the gun at Li Xiu and said, "I know exactly how many beasts hit Earth. Tell me, what is their actual goal?" Li Xiu finally realized what was happening and gasped in total shock. "It was you. You have been sabotaging the world merge this whole time. Everyone thought you were just a pathetic, useless loser. But why would you do it? Are you really going to betray your own family and throw away your entire social status?" Li Xiu's face went dark. "Li Hanning, have you lost your mind? Do you even realize what you are doing?" "Drop the gun," Li Hanling barked. "Stop testing my patience. I am done playing. You can try to stall all you want, but your guards are not coming to save you. Now answer me. What is the beast's purpose here? Talk or die. Take your pick." Li Xiu heard the threat and started shaking with terror. "Wait, I am not the guy in charge. I do not know everything. I am just a pawn for the corporate alliance. I only did this so the Li group could grab more power. But listen, I can tell you exactly where the boundary stone is hidden." Li Hanning smirked and said, "Is that so? That just means you are officially useless to me. The boundary stone location? I tracked you down and found it today. I only came here to have this little chat after I secured the boundary stone myself." Li Xiu stammered in fear. "Wait, Li Hanning, we are family. We have different moms, but I am still your flesh and blood." Li Hanning scoffed. "Family? So what? My teammates died trying to stop your twisted little plans. They gave everything for this. They had families too, but their silent sacrifices never got a shred of respect or even a moment of mourning from you." He looked disgusted and added, "But you? You are a special case. Your death is going to trigger a total war between the corporate alliance and Sumo. Excited? Those greedy old fossils are about to follow you right into the grave." A single gunshot rang out. Li Xiu slowly collapsed to the floor. After the hit, Li Hanling calls and says, "Xia Zhou, it is done. Li Xiu is dead. The plan changed. Forget Chumo and just get out of there." Xia Zhou snaps back on the line. "You capped Li Xiu? I thought you said he was more useful to us alive? What is with the change?" Li Hanning chuckles and says, "Nah, man. Li Xiu being dead is the real jackpot. Chumo is on another level. Even the Beast Commander calls that guy master. Talk about insane power. Whether he is some big shot from another world or just a crazy strong cultivator, trying to contact him right now is way too dangerous for us." Li Xiu went to Donghai City for two things: to greet the Beast Commander and to put Chumo in the ground. Now the world-crossing stone is gone and Li Xiu is toast. All that hate is going straight toward Chumo. I do not care who Chumo really is. Pitting the corporation against him is the smartest move we can make right now. Xia Zhou grumbles. "That is a dirty way to play. I am going to check if Chumo tamed that Beast Commander just to keep our world safe. If he is actually some big deal from another world, I will take him and that beast out right here." Li Hanling yells, "Are you for real? You think you can actually take on Chumo and that monster? Hello? Hello? Damn it, do not you dare hang up on me." Down by the bridge where Chumo and I are standing, she looks up and says, "Hey, master, these hunters are all dead. Should I loot them for anything good? Chu Mach takes a quick look and says, forget it. I think someone is heading our way. Suddenly, a voice cuts through the air. Chu Mach, first time meeting. I am Xiaozhou. Honestly, it is hard to believe that there is actually a young cultivator out there as crazy strong as you are. Xiaozhou steps closer and keeps talking. Standing this close, I can feel it. Your real-world combat power is exactly the same as it was back in that secret realm. Chu Mach shrugs and fires back. You are not weak, I guess. But you do not exactly look that strong either. Chu Mach calmly tilts his head at him. The weird thing is, you feel way more threatening to me right now than you ever did in the secret realm. So you are with the corporation, here to take me out. Xiaozhou shakes his head. No way. I am a cultivator. The corporation and those beasts are my enemies. If you turn out to be my enemy, I will kill you. That girl is a beast commander from another world. Why is she calling you master? Chu Mach, who even are you? Why are you hanging out with a monster? Chu Mach just shrugs. You mean Air? She literally fell into my room today, so now she is just my pet. Simple as that. Me? I am just a normal guy, but if you try to kill me, I am going to have to defend myself. Xiaozhou is stunned. A beast commander sneaks onto Earth, happens to fall into your room, and then just becomes your pet? Are you kidding? You expect me to believe that garbage? Then he thinks to himself, he cannot feel a single ounce of power coming off that beast girl. Chu Mach only seems to be as strong as a 1,000-year beast. Maybe they are still weak from the trip to Earth. This is the best time to end them. Then Chu Mach turns and asks, wait, aren't you the suspicious one? I was busy interrogating these hunters when they all suddenly dropped dead, and then you just happened to show up. It is hard not to think you are the one pulling the strings. If you do not believe me, then I guess we are done talking. If you want to throw down, let's go. If not, I am going home. Xiaozhou sighs. Sorry. You actually make a fair point. I lost my cool for a second. This is about the world surviving, so let's just drop the suspicious vibes for now. Let's be real. These beasts sneaking onto Earth and teaming up with the corporation is a massive threat to everyone. If you really tamed their commander, then you must know why these monsters are sneaking onto our planet, right? Chu Mach nods. Got it. He looks over at Air and asks, so, what is the real reason you guys came to Earth? The question catches her off guard. Air's eyes go wide as she blabs out. Master, honestly, I have no idea either. Xiaozhou loses his patience. Are you joking? Hand that beast over to me, Chu Mach. I will make her talk for real. Chu Mach steps in front of her. She is telling the truth. It sounds weird, but I have my ways of knowing if a pet is lying. Xiaozhou glares at him. You are just protecting that monster. These beasts are enemies to every single human on this planet. Do you honestly believe a commander has no clue what her own soldiers are doing? Air snaps, totally losing it. Stop looking down on me. I am still a high-ranking beast commander, you know? When I say I do not know, I mean it. I only came here to find strong beasts to negotiate with that corporation. As for what the other monsters are doing, I do not waste my time worrying about those low-level losers. The truth is, comes from a lower race and got kicked out by the elites. They are keeping her in the dark. Her pride will not let her look weak in front of a cultivator. After she finishes, Chu Mach says firmly, I believe her. Xiaozhou scoffs. Great. So then I guess we really have nothing left to talk about. He lunged at Sumo instantly, moving like a total blur. Without even finishing his sentence, he bolted forward and threw a heavy punch right at Sumo's face. Caught off guard, Sumo yanked Elni back and barked, Hey, a sneak attack? Really? No honor at all. You call yourself a cultivator? Ha-Chu snapped back coldly. I'm only here for that beast. When it comes to monsters, playing fair is for suckers. If it is totally clueless, then just end it right now. Leaving a monster alive is just asking for trouble later. Sumo shook his head. Hard pass. I promised Elni protection if she helped, and I'm keeping my word. Even if she is a monster, I am sticking to my promise. Elni was stunned by those sincere words and whispered, Master Sumo, I cannot believe a human could actually be this kind-hearted. Suddenly, a chime rang out. The system was buzzing with a notification. Elni's affection for the host just increased by 5. Status check. Bone Weasel. Current affection level is 10. If a truck flattens you, she will literally dance on your grave. Then, she might leave a tiny bun there. Hearing the alert, Sumo glanced at Elni, who was cheering and waving. Master, you are the absolute best, he sighed. The affection went up, yet she still wants to party on my grave? Maybe I should just end her. Seeing Sumo's stance, Ha-Chu unleashed a massive wave of energy. Fine. If you're protecting that thing, then the gloves are off. Ha-Chu gripped his fists, forcing 2 powerful energies to fuse into one. He charged forward with a heavy strike, but Sumo quickly conjured a glowing shield to block the hit. After tanking the hit, Sumo thought to himself, feeling impressed. That was a cool trick. Mixing two different elements takes some serious skill. You're actually pretty decent at this. Hachu saw Sumo standing tall and narrowed his eyes. So, basic moves won't even leave a scratch on you. Try this on for size. Primal Chaos 5 element reversal. He unleashed his power, thinking, this forbidden technique is insane. Every strike makes my internal energy more unstable. If I am not careful, I will literally just explode and die. Strange glowing tattoos began creeping across Hachu's face now. He figured that no matter how strong Sumo's external defense was, it wouldn't matter once his internal organs started falling apart from the inside. Hachu's body began radiating an intense, searing heat. Sumo, he roared. The real fight starts now. Sumo just raised an eyebrow, looking genuinely surprised. They collided in a massive explosion of raw power, shaking the entire area. Watching from the sidelines, Elni started jumping up and down, cheering like a maniac. It's happening. Finally, a real cultivator has shown up who can actually go toe-to-toe with Master Sumo. Once they both beat each other senseless, or better yet, kill each other, I can finally make my escape. Suddenly, the system chirped. Warning. Host is being targeted by an unknown force. Damage transfer protocol has been automatically engaged. Right after that notification, Elni suddenly coughed up a spray of blood. Her face went pale as she panicked. Wait, what the hell? Those two humans are the ones fighting. So why am I bleeding? Sumo stepped out from the thick smoke, wearing a smirk. You should probably just quit. Is that the best you can do? Honestly, it kind of feels like you're just tickling me. Hachu was fuming. He lunged forward, screaming, "Shut your mouth!" He threw a desperate punch with everything he had, but Sumo caught it like it was nothing. A flash of red light triggered a massive tremor. Sumo's eyes turned a cold, piercing gold. No matter how many times I see this, it's pretty impressive. I clearly blocked your fist, yet I still felt the impact hit me. What kind of style is this? Pretty clever. Hachu's fist glowed with a fierce, powerful red light again. This time, Hachu's punch actually landed squarely on Sumo's chest. He thought to himself, he didn't even dodge. Hachu's eyes widened in total shock. Did he actually take that hit on purpose? Sumo didn't even flinch. He just tightened his stance and said coldly, "All right, now it's my turn." Sumo threw a punch so fast that Hachu couldn't even react. The impact sent him flying 50 feet back, smashing through several walls until everything was buried in dust. Hachu stumbled out of the rubble, coughing violently and clutching his chest. Thank God my forbidden technique boosted my defense, or that punch would have ended me. But you know what? That trade was totally worth the pain. He stood his ground, grinning. Sumo had taken 8 direct hits. His internal energy should be haywire by now. The win was finally his. Sumo looked at him, genuinely surprised he was still standing. "You're still alive? Wow, I definitely underestimated you. Your raw power is honestly kind of mid, but your fighting style is top tier." Hachu was losing his mind. "How are you not dead yet? Did I seriously not hit you enough times?" Nearby, Elni dropped to her knees, trembling. "Wait, you two idiots, just stop fighting already!" She spat blood and wheezed. "Hit me again and I am done for." Hachu froze, thinking, what is this witchcraft? Is Chu Mach shifting his own wounds onto his pet? That is dirty. His combat style is weird, and his defense is straight up broken. Total cheat code. If he lands a few more hits, I am literal toast. Trading blows is useless. Even if I kill that monster commander, Chu Mach will not feel a thing. He dropped into a fighting stance, thinking it was finally time for his secret move. Then, he just suddenly turned around and bolted. Chu Mach was stunned. He actually thought the guy was about to go all out and risk it all. But no, he just dipped. Shrugging it off, Chu Mach figured there was no point chasing that freak to the death anyway. If they kept going, someone was going to end up in a casket. Plus, he is still useful to me. If we keep at it, even I might get wrecked. Chu Mach groaned. His whole body was aching like crazy. Even that little beast in the secret realm did not leave him feeling this beat up and sore. Over in the city, Li Ham Nin was helping Hachu, complaining the whole time. "Are you insane? Why pick a fight with Chu Mach? If you die, who is going to help me? Where else would I find a useful rival like you?" Hachu stayed quiet for a second before muttering, "I was way too cocky." Chu Mach is actually a lot more dangerous than I ever expected. Even if you ignore that damage transfer trick, his physical durability is way higher than any normal 1,000-year-old monster roaming around out there. The internal organs of a body are usually weak and hard to train, yet he can resist the literal power of the 5 elements. Li Ham Nin laughed to cheer him up. "Do not look so down. Honestly, I am just shocked you actually survived a fight with that guy. Let the real monsters handle the monsters. You do not need to worry about Chu Mach anymore." Hachu looked up, surprised. "So, did your little plan actually work?" Li Ham Nin checked her phone and smiled. "My family just called. They found the body of Big Brother Lee too. The Lee Corporation will stop at nothing to take down So Mark, the prime suspect in the murder. At a massive villa, Chairman Lee and his guards met a man. The guard stammered nervously. Chairman Lee, please, I am just a nobody. Do not make this hard for me. This is the mansion of the great beasts. Even with your status, you cannot just show up without an appointment. Please, just go home. Chairman Lee snapped back with a stern look. Move. I am not leaving until I see Lord Gia Leert. Just as he said that, a deep, eerie voice echoed from inside. Get in here. The doors creaked open as strange purple and black smoke began pouring out into the hallway. One of the guards sneered. He is just a gatekeeper. Why is he acting like such a big deal, trying to block our path? Suddenly, a cloud of dark smoke lunged at his face in a flash. A shadowy figure appeared, unleashing a blast of energy that slammed right into the chairman's two bodyguards. Sweating bullets, the chairman asked. Lord Gia Leert, what is the meaning of this? You invited us in, so why did you just kill my men? Gia Leert gave him a cold, arrogant look. Invite? I do not remember inviting your little henchmen. I only kill people who trespass on my land. Now, it is your turn. Old man, I will give you one single chance. Make me laugh or you die. Trapped between two massive spectral hands, the chairman started begging. My son, Lee Tu, went to East Sea City specifically to meet with the powerful beast commander. But the transport failed, and now the commander is completely missing. My son was brutally murdered, and that precious world stone belonging to our corporate alliance was snatched away by the killer who is still running free somewhere. Lord Gia Leert, I am begging you for your help. Please, help me get revenge for my son. Gia Leert burst out laughing. The beast commander is missing? I cannot believe that old fool actually failed. He deserved it. Tell me who the killer is and I might help you get your revenge, but that world stone has to be mine when this is over. The chairman paused, then said, The savior, So March. So Mark killed our senior advisor and exposed our secret underground base. My son, Lee Tu, went to the city specifically to hunt him down and finally take him out. All the digital footage was deleted, so there is no hard evidence left against him. But I am absolutely certain he stole the stone and made the commander vanish. He is the main suspect. Hearing that name, Gia Leert looked annoyed and refused. So March? Forget it then. I do not do deals with zero profit. You can leave now. Chairman Lee panicked when he saw the attitude. Wait, Lord Gia Leert? So Mark is just a basic body cultivator. His power caps at 1,000 years. He is already at his limit. Plus, he acts like a self-righteous idiot. Lord Gia Leert, killing him would be a total walk in the park. Gia Leert snapped. Stupid. Luong Tian, you are almost making me laugh. Kind isn't a word for So Mach. He's the most dangerous underworld emperor in that realm. After the first round ended, we dug up every single piece of data on So Mach we could find. That nice guy mask, it's fake. Underneath, he's cold, brutal, and strictly disciplined. From the day he was born until now, he never showed any physical or mental glitches. Absolutely zero signs that he was a powerful cultivator. Do you even realize what that implies? He thought of young So Mach and said, if he was a cultivator back then, he has been hiding massive power his entire life. In this high-tech age, he stayed totally under the radar without anyone noticing a thing. Even when his sister was deathly ill, he never blew his cover. If he only learned how to cultivate after entering the secret realm, that is even more terrifying. He pictured an adult So Mach and kept on breaking down his twisted logic. This means in just one single day, he went from a normal human to the strongest cultivator on Earth. Body-tempering cultivators usually have limited potential, but those basic rules don't apply to a freak like So Mach. Once he figured out the realm rules, he did everything possible to grab the public spotlight. He wanted more engagement. Gia Leert listed his weird moves, like sleeping, imagining him passed out on a couch, then playing hide-and-seek with monsters. Gia Leert remembered him hiding with Vu Dong. He mentioned him eating like a fool and live-streaming his meals. Gia Leert watched the fight footage. He acts like an idiot just to bait attention. It creates a massive contrast when he suddenly wipes out monsters in seconds. That's how he earned enough fate coins to skyrocket his combat power. Gia Leert thought of the dead cultivators and growled, You really think he's kind and stupid? To boost his show ratings and get more fate coins, So Mach doesn't care about the lives of other cultivators. He just watched the monsters slaughtering people like it was a show. He's incredibly strong, but he's selective, patient, and very careful about who he saves. He keeps his trump cards hidden and plays mind games with the audience. Honestly, in a certain sense, So Mach is more of a monster than any of us. So Mach is way too dangerous. Going to war with him now would cost us too much. President Lai tried to convince him, Lord Gia Leert, please listen to me. If he's this dangerous, we can't let him live. He'll become the biggest threat to the entire world merging plan. Gia Leert just laughed and clapped sarcastically. Fine, since you're so worried about the plan, why don't you go and kill So Mach yourself? How about that? Your corporation has deep pockets. One guy with 1,000 years of power should be an easy kill for you. President Lai was totally speechless and could only manage to stammer something out. What is wrong? Gia Liet looked at him with pure disgust. Cat got your tongue, old man? You're facing your son's killer, but you only care about profits and losses. Listen, we'll kill So Mach eventually. But we've got a much bigger plan right now. For now, you can start making some of the early preparations. Once we finally take him out, we can all breathe a bit easier. He bowed his head inside the flashy, expensive, glowing room. Gia Liet turned and smiled. That old man from the Lai Corporation is gone. Nai, you can come out now. You still have that nasty habit of eavesdropping on people. Nai appeared like a ghost. Just because I can turn invisible, why does everyone assume I'm some kind of total creep? I'm just here to report. The trap for the second secret realm is finally ready. Gia Liet grinned. Great work, Nai. This way we don't have to share any credit with Nai Ni. Actually, we should probably thank So Mach for doing us such a huge favor. Didn't he get rid of that little brat Nai Ni for us? Nai said, I hope so, but he still has 1,000 years of power. He probably escaped. Cut back to the house where Vu Dong was staying for the night. So Mach returned, holding a very depressed-looking Ngai Ni who's shifted back to his old form. He said, Vu Dong, this bone weasel looks sad. Should we just grill it? The lights were on everywhere. Vu Dong looked at So Mach sadly. Corporate hunters and weird cultivators, it all sounds so dangerous for us. If only I were a bit stronger, I could actually help you instead of just being a burden all the time. He comforted her. Don't say that. If you weren't here protecting my sister, I would never have been able to leave with a peaceful mind. Vu Dong turned around and pointed ahead, saying, Speaking of which, I just slapped a massive stealth barrier on this house. Only VIPs can get in or out. The corporation goons won't ever find this spot, so we're safe before hitting the mystic realm. Suddenly, there's a knock at the door. So March opened it to find a delivery guy with food. Mr. So, your order is here. So March nodded. Thanks, man. Vu Dong saw the guy and lost it. Wait, how'd you find this spot? Are you low-key stalking me or something? The guy grinned. Totally off the grid. This place was a nightmare to find, but our company just got new satellite technology. Even if you hide in a tree, I'm finding you. Modern science for the win. Vu Dong forced a smile. Man, screw high-tech. I really need to beef up my magic security. In her human form, Ngainir looked absolutely regal. In the monster world, she was at the top of the food chain. She climbed up from nothing, fighting her way to the top. A true legend who dominated every single battlefield. This undefeated goddess of war was the ultimate idol for every low-level beast out there. She was the symbol of pure power. But now, look at her. She's stuck in this room, zero magic left, basically just a cultivator's house pet. Just a meat shield meant to take hits. Ngainir slumped on the sofa, totally over it. I'm done. I just want to go home. She clutched her head. Wait, what am I saying? Even if the world's strongest monsters are out for my blood. Even if those corporate suits are greedy trash. I have to survive. I have to finish my master's mission. If I give up, my team becomes snacks or playthings for the elites. While she was spiraling, the door slowly creaked open. So Mark walked in with food. Hey, Ngainir, how's that wound feeling? I brought some snacks. She jumped back, screaming, Get away, you demon. What kind of sick game are you playing? So March noticed her flinch. Wait, are you still salty about that? Sorry I hurt you. It wasn't on purpose. Besides, you weren't exactly honest about being the monster queen either, right? So we're even. Since you've been here a while, you've got to be starving. Seriously, I just wanted to bring you some food. That just made her angrier. I'm not some stray animal you can pity. Don't you dare look down on me. Scummy human. Do you really think you can win me over with some greasy food? He spread the food out and it smelled incredible. Her mood flipped instantly. She couldn't stop drooling over the feast. Minutes later, half the spread was gone. Ngainir was devouring a chicken leg, totally loving life. This is amazing. So Mach watched her eat and laughed. I guess you're a fan of fried chicken. Suddenly, Ngainir froze. Something felt very wrong. She thought, hold on, what just happened to me? I totally lost control. When I finally snapped out of it, half the food on the table was gone. No way did I actually eat all that. I'm a monster commander, yet I lost to basic animal instincts? Her face went dark. She couldn't accept it. Impossible. You must have spiked the food with something weird. So Mark rolled his eyes and reached out. I wouldn't waste my time. If you're going to be like that, I'll just take it back. Before he could touch the plate, Ngainir slammed her hand down. Ngainir stared at the glowing food, feeling totally confused. She thought, this is so weird. This is just meat from some weak animal with zero magic. So why does it smell so insanely good? That crispy skin. the juicy meat inside, and those colorful spices. It's actually impossible to resist this. This is definitely demon food. Chu Mach saw her staring and asked, "Ngainir, I thought you didn't want any? Then why won't you let me have it?" Ngainir snapped, turning red with embarrassment. "Shut up! I'm not falling for it. I'm just proving that even if you poison this, it wouldn't hurt me. Watch me. I'll eat it all and won't feel a thing." Then she went right back to scarfing it down. Chu Mach just shrugged. "Whatever. As long as you're happy." The system notification pops up. Your affection level from Ngainir has increased by 1. Notification. Your affection level from Ngainir has increased by 1. He checked the screen and thought, the system was right. This info on Ngainir is legit. She's actually pretty low maintenance. A little fried chicken and pizza is all it takes to win her over. Killing those hunters means we're done with the Lee Corporation. Their next move is when things are going to get really dangerous for us. I've got to grind Ngainir's affection level fast. That's the only way to unlock those new system features. Suddenly, Vu Dong busts in, totally killing the vibe. "Suo Mo, man, you are dead meat. The Lee group is coming for your neck." Suo Mo acts surprised. "That fast? What did they do?" Vu Dong points at his phone. "You are trending on the hot search." Suo Mo shrugs. "That is it?" It was a gorgeous morning. Sunlight was flooding every single corner of the massive building. Passers-by are buzzing with all the latest gossip. The cultivation intro class at the Magic Realm is recruiting. "Come on, go join a master with me?" Someone points at their phone and asks, "Yo, did you see the live stream yet?" This class sounds like a total scam, just a cash grab for suckers. Cultivators and monsters? That stuff is way too out there for regular people like us. I just want a quiet life without all this drama. The other person replies, "I really hope our savior Suo Mo can end this alien invasion soon." Once they hear that name, the other guy snaps back, "Suo Mo? That kid is a total fraud. They dug up all his dark secrets and passed this morning. His reputation has totally collapsed and it is all over the hot search." Hearing this, his friend says doubtfully, "No way. That is impossible." They keep gossiping. The guy pulls out his phone, and Suo Mo is dominating every single trending topic. There is a photo of 2 people facing off. If you do not believe me, check the hot search yourself. The hit piece videos are absolutely exploding right now. Just yesterday, before the realm opened, Suo Mo and his co-worker Xia Xiaoming went up to the office roof. Then, a clip shows a girl falling from the high-rise. They keep talking. Minutes later, Xia Xiaoming fell to her death. There were no cameras on the roof, but everyone is saying Suo Mo definitely murdered her. Other employees from their company are coming forward with some serious and explosive bombshell accusations. They claim Suo Mo embezzled massive amounts of company funds, leaving their theme park project in a huge hole. Then, he pushed his innocent subordinate, Xia Xiaoming, off the roof to make it look like she took her own life out of guilt. The guy is still skeptical. You are calling him a killer based on one video? That is a huge stretch, do not you think? Seeing his attitude, the other person scowls. Hold on, there is another video. Now, the screen shows Suo Mo meeting up with some guy. He says after the realm closed, Suo Mo went back to the office. He used his hero status to blackmail Boss Shu for a massive payout. Next, the building blows up in a massive, violent fireball. He claims that after being rejected, Suo Mo murdered Boss Shu and torched the entire company to wipe out all evidence of the embezzlement and murder. These clips were posted by the famous influencer, Angry Instigator, who is totally pissed and trying to expose Suo Mo's real face. Seeing all that evidence, the dark-haired friend is confused and asks a question. Angry Instigator is a huge influencer who always claims to stand up and speak for the little guy. He says, "But Suo Mo is not even a cultivator. Why would he be that greedy?" His friend thinks for a second. "Who knows, man? Maybe Suo Mo is just a total psycho." Other people who know the real situation are speaking up too. Back when Suo Mo's sister was really sick, Boss Shu actually paid for all her medical bills. But Suo Mo was so greedy he even stole the medicine money. Now, his sister is still in critical condition. Thinking about his sister lying there in a coma, the guy laughs. Our great savior? Turns out he does not even care if his own sister lives or dies. He even murdered Boss Shu, who was only trying to help him. Do you still think this guy is our only hope for saving the world? After hearing that, the dark-haired friend is disgusted. I never thought Suo Mo would be such a piece of work. I totally misjudged him. I cannot believe I actually gave that guy my hard-earned money. Meanwhile, in a fancy corporate office, there are 2 girls chatting with each other about the latest news. Gross. Suo Mo was a cultivator before he ever even entered the realm. He faked being a regular guy just to scam everyone for more donations. Her friend agrees. Exactly. Tons of breakdown videos say he got other cultivators killed just to make his show more dramatic for the audience. The cultivators in the 5th realm are so pathetic. Suo Mo totally played them all. He hogged all those rewards while the other cultivators got almost nothing. Look, there is someone being interviewed on live TV about it right now. He says it is a live interview about what people really think of their savior, Suo Mo. I have nothing to say about that total scum. In a group chat, people are joking that Suo Mo deserves an award for Best Actor of the Year. Suo Mo is a total creep. Watching him fake being a poor, struggling guy online is honestly just disgusting. It is all a mask. You can tell he is just performing. I just DM'd Suo Mo's social media account. I told him to go jump. I hope he does not try to hack me from the other side. LOL. Let's see who gives him money now. Suo Mo is trash. Just wait for it. In a luxury office, a middle-aged man drops a file in front of Chairman Lee. Boss, the job is done. The internet is drowning in hate for Chu Mach right now. His reputation is basically trash. He kept reporting with a straight face. But boss, is this really enough? He is the killer who took out young Master Lee too. Even those monsters from across the border refused to assassinate him. Just trashing his name online is not exactly real revenge. Chairman Lai glanced at Hai Long and replied, "This is plenty for now. Sure. Those beasts turned down my request on the surface, but they are secretly hoarding energy to control the military. They think they can hide from our corporation eyes and ears, but if I am right, they are about to make a huge move. They are hiding things because they do not trust the alliance. Spreading hate about Chu Mach was actually their idea." He clenched his fist. Once his spirit is broken, a cultivator power fades. That means they have already finished their plan to take Chu Mach down for good. Back at the house, Vu Dong was losing it, screaming in rage. This is infuriating. Do these people online have zero brains? They just follow the crowd like sheep. You risked your neck to save the world, and they flame you? How does that make sense? Chu Mach stayed cool. Saving the world does not matter. I only ever wanted to rescue my sister. A grand goal like saving humanity never even crossed my mind. Seeing his shrug, Vu Dong snapped. Are you seriously not even a little bit mad? Those people know nothing, yet they spit venom at a stranger without a second thought. Chu Mach replied, acting like he did not care at all. With a cold smirk, Chu Mach crushed his phone into scrap metal. Besides, seeing you trust me this much and getting angry on my behalf makes me happy. Why should I care what some random strangers think? She went quiet after hearing that. Vu Dong sighed. It would be way more convincing if you had not just turned your phone into dust. You are fuming, right? Chu Mach looked away, deep in thought. The Alliance is definitely the one pulling the strings behind these rumors. My hatred for them hit its peak a long time ago. There is no room left for more anger. They treated my sister like a lab rat. Now, they pay. I have decided. We start with the biggest problem, the Lie Corporation. Suddenly, a weird blue glow filled the room as the system flashed an urgent notification. The second dungeon opens in 10 minutes. All saviors must prepare immediately. Chu Mach looked shocked. You have got to be kidding me. What kind of evil place is this? Did we not just finish a dungeon yesterday? Are we not supposed to get a few days off to recover? Vu Dong gasped as well. It has only been 1 day since the first one, but it feels like a lifetime ago. Thinking back, yesterday was a total whirlwind entering the dungeon and rescuing his sister from that creep. Those monsters dropping onto Earth, plus that whole brawl with the Hunter Corporation. It was a long day, but if the dungeon calls, we have no choice. So Mach stood as the portal opened, the wind howling around him. The Lie Corporation got lucky. They get 1 more day to live. Vu Dong spoke up. Everything is ready to go. She crossed her arms and glanced at Chu Mach. I upgraded the concealment array. It works great. Oh, and I just ordered some takeout. The delivery guy cannot find this place. Hearing that, he nodded with a smirk. Okay, Ngai Ni, I have got things handled too. Let us move. Ngai Ni shifted back into a skeletal weasel trapped in a cage and screeching like crazy. A blinding light flashed and suddenly, voices filled the air. Wait, why are we live streaming the dungeon again today? I thought things were different now? This sudden change of plans is totally wrecking my schedule. I had a big brand deal today to be an ambassador. You guys better pay me extra for this. A sigh came through. What did you say? The stream is live. Dick Shuang appeared with a grin. Welcome to the Secret Realm livestream. Don not be mad, Lu Li Tuang. Being a brand ambassador is nothing compared to this dungeon stream, right? Li Tuang replied. Sister Dick Shuang, I have no idea what you are talking about. I am a VTuber. I can totally stream both the dungeon run and the brand deal at the exact same time. Hearing that, Dick Shuang beamed. Seriously? Lu Li Tuang, you are actually amazing. Kui Tin cleared his throat. Anyway, let us check out the cultivators entering the second secret realm first. The screen showed Manuk Nuke cooking, and the comment section blew up instantly. No way, am I seeing this right? This cultivator is making hot pot in a dungeon. He is actually putting monster meat in there. Is he not scared of poison? This streamer is insane. The coins and likes are already hitting the roof. Monster Hot Pot is nothing. Go check out Lahao Vu stream next door. Now that is what I call hardcore eating and filming. The scene cuts to one of Lahao Vu live streams. Slapping this 50-kilogram monster egg, I am like, this thing is huge. No jokes here. I am eating this beast egg raw on camera right now. The chat goes wild. What the heck is that? Is that a chicken egg on steroids? Nope, just a massive monster egg he found in the wild. While out hunting seafood in this secret realm, our host decides to go full savage and eat it raw. Seriously, hardcore stuff right here. Watching this, Li Tung sighs. I am so lost. Isn't this supposed to be an epic secret realm live stream? Why is it a food vlog now? Deeksung is not even surprised. Look, it is not that hard to get. They are just clout chasing So March. Everyone is copying his eat and film style to score views and more destiny coins. She asks, Elder Kui, are all these powerful cultivators actually this obsessed with social media trends? Kui Tin just laughs it off. These guys are just low-level rogue cultivators from the 5th realm, total weaklings. They film these mukbangs to grab some destiny coins and boost their power. It is a bit cringe, sure, but they are technically trying to defend humanity. Of course, the top 4 great sects would never stoop to this level of cringe streaming. Let's switch over and check out the first secret realm instead. Over at the first realm stream, Kim Min Kiert is getting ready to dig into some lunch. He says, check it out, the most common beast here. It is basically a giant eye with weird tentacles. Word is, it is super healthy, so I am going in. Kui Tin cringes hard, looking like he might actually vomit. The feed cuts over to Thark Chanthan, who is grinning. Guys, you won't believe what I just found out here. It is So March. Everyone is dying to know how he is handling that massive scandal from this morning's headlines. I am going to get an interview with the man himself. Stick around and don't miss this. He runs towards So Mark and Furdong, yelling, Hey So Mark, can I get a second? So Mark stops. What do you want? Thark Chanthan just goes for it. Look, before I became a cultivator, I worked in the media industry. About those rumors saying you murdered your boss and a coworker this morning, care to comment on the record? So Mach stays cold. Those lies were planted by the Lee Group because I uncovered their twisted little secret plot. It is not just them either. Other corporations are involved, making shady deals with monsters from the other world. Beasts have already started sneaking onto Earth with the help of these big corporations. Their goal is a mystery, so everyone stays sharp. The host just laughs it off. Monsters on Earth? That is some wild news, man. This story is absolutely insane if true. What about Hartioman and the CEO? There is video of you right there. So Mark replies, that footage was totally edited. The CEO wanted me to take the fall for his massive debt, so he ordered Hartioman to end me. Thark Chanthan is shocked. That is wild. 2 normal humans trying to take out a powerful cultivator? Remember, before you stepped into the secret realm, I was just a regular guy too. This makes Thark Chanthan wonder, did you really get this powerful in just 24 hours? You are putting the rest of us to shame. Seeing this interview, the comment section starts blowing up immediately. Total garbage. He is making up monster stories just to cover his own tracks. Talk about desperate. No way people actually buy this. Strongest cultivator in a single day? Give me a break. If So March is telling the truth, these monsters are a massive threat to our planet. Back in the real world, Zixung speaks up. If So Mike is actually telling the truth about this, these monsters are a nightmare for our world. Elder Kui, what is your take on all this? Kui Tin strokes his chin. I will have the sects look into the Lee Group right away. But don't stress too much. If monsters were actually crawling around Earth, the 4 great sects would definitely know about it. Duke Suing looks at the screen. Hearing you say that actually makes me more worried than before. Looking around the city and the realm, Verdong says, you have got a lot of patience, don't you? That streamer was just using you for views. He didn't believe a word you said. If that were me, I would have wrecked him already. So Mark stays calm. I know. I wasn't really talking to him anyway. In reality, anything I post online gets deleted or censored by the corporations instantly. No freedom there. The secret realm stream is the only thing they can't touch. I am just trying to get the truth out so people can survive. Suddenly, a massive earthquake hits, making them both stumble and cry out. Something's up. The whole place is shaking. What's going on? A voice echoes. The realm says alien gods are messing things up, so 5 dimensions are smashing into one. Chu Mach's system pings. Realm 2 is live. Since things just got crazy, his login rewards are doubled. Day 2 login bonus. Legendary God of War combat experience. Rewards are sent. Go ahead and grab them, boss. Wudong's like, shaking's over, merging's done, but honestly, it doesn't look that different to me. Chu Mach snaps. Stay sharp. Weird monster ahead. It probably crawled in from some other dimension. This pink thing waddles out, calling itself Bomi. Wudong squeals, Aw, so cute. What's a Bomi? You talking to me? Bomi creeps closer to them. chirping its own name like a broken record. Bomi, Bomi, Bomi. Bomi flips the script, baring razor teeth. Chu Mach blasts it away before his brain even registers the threat. That right there is the legendary combat experience from his login bonus. He stares at his palm, thinking, I can actually feel the raw power surging through my veins now. Suddenly, 3 jacked up Bomis with six-packs show up. They're all chanting their names in a deep harmony. Wudong yells, heads up, more incoming, and these ones are huge. She looks at Chu Mach. You okay, man? Chu Mach's energy explodes. Me? Never felt better, he says, but his vibe is definitely getting dark. Chu Mach thinks, joy, hype, pure bliss. None of those words even come close to this feeling. That Bomi beast flashes in his mind. Got it, I see now. He's grinning like a total psycho. Drunk on power, he fires a beam of black energy. That Bomi trash gets sliced clean in half. Boom. Energy shoots skyward. Chu Mach charges the pack, thinking to himself, wait, there's also a lot of rage. Teeth clenched, he thinks, I'm so pissed I could delete this whole gross world. Boom. A massive explosion rocks everything. Everything glows white. System alert. God of War's will is backfiring. Emergency reboot initiated to save the host's mind. Rebooting now. God of War combat experience progress is currently at 5%. Host, you need to avoid any fighting until the reboot is totally finished. Otherwise, this wild power will wreck your body or make you lose it completely. Wudong calls his name, looking really worried. Chu Mach just rubs his aching head. It's over, Wudong whispers. The Bommies are dead. But Chu Mach, you look seriously scary back there. Chu Mach rubs his neck. My bad, got a bit carried away. He thinks, system, a heads up would have been nice. If I hadn't snapped out of it, Wudong might be dead. The system says this power will wreck my body, but I just feel a bit sore. System alert. Backlash detected. Activating the injury transfer protocol right now. Ngai Ni coughs up blood, sending a desperate telepathic message. Chu Mach, stop trolling me. I'm actually gonna lose it. Just you, wait. Chu Mach thinks, did I almost kill him too? Looks like I've got to stay out of fights until this reboot finishes up. Scene cuts. Dick Shuang asks Kui Tin, Elder Lai, what was up with Chu Mach's weird freakout earlier? Kui Tin sighs. The hate online is getting to him. Chu Mach's mental state is totally shaky. His power is spiraling out of control because he's losing his grip on reality during battle. In this state, he'll hurt everyone around him and break his own body and mind. I once watched a master I respected die exactly like this before. He fought until the end while completely losing control. We need the truth about those murders. He's hiding, but people are trashing him while he fights for humanity. It is just not right. Cut to the street. 2 cultivators catch their breath. We're safe here, right? That was way too close. What's Chu Mach's problem? He blew up a whole street just to kill one low-level monster. If we didn't bolt, we'd be toast. The other guy scoffs. You know why he's like that? His fragile ego snapped. Strongest savior? He got trashed online and couldn't take it. His mental game is weak. The black-haired guy sneers, strongest? He just cheated his way there by scamming everyone for their coins, right? With that many coins, even a pig could be the strongest. He doesn't even think about the consequences. He stole coins meant for real heroes. How many people died because of him? The other guy nods. That's true. Why does he need that much? Even a physical cultivator has limits. He's just wasting them. 2 more realms, more coins, and maybe our power will actually climb higher than Chu Mach's very soon enough. Suddenly, a freezing voice echoes right behind the guy. So Mach? You guys are talking about So Mach? Did I hear that right? A chill runs down his spine as he thinks this terrifying aura. Is it him? He turns around to find Udala standing there. He is actually shocked that this tiny thing just scared him so bad. Sure, it looks cute, but that voice is weird. Let us just get rid of it. The black-haired cultivator stops him. Do not be stupid. That is a core disciple from the Flower Heaven Gate, the pet of that genius girl Nguyen Thien Nhan. We cannot afford to mess with them. Udala asks, what are you two whispering about? Tell me, where is that scumbag So Mach hiding? My master is totally losing it. She is so mad she wants to blow, so mock up. Just some wild cultivator in the 5th realm, and people call him the strongest savior? Please. Damn. Over here, an assistant reports, Boss, your psychological warfare plan was a massive success. He looks at the report and says, So Mach's mind is shattered and his power is spiraling out of control. Once he leaves this realm, he will be a total cripple unless someone steps in to help. Chairman Lai laughs wickedly, saying, Do not worry. Absolutely nobody is going to help that guy. He continues, if So Mach was still that high and mighty powerhouse, people would actually respect him. But now that he has fallen, they will just mock him. They will feel nothing but contempt, jealousy, and anger for being his background characters. If someone actually tries to help, So Mach, you know what needs to be done. The assistant nods. Yes, boss. The internet trolls I hired are on standby. Anyone who tries to help, So Mach will be dragged and insulted all over the livestream by my team. Chairman Lai says, helping him just ruins your own image and pays nothing. Plus, there is the risk of getting killed when he loses control. Even though he literally saved her life, that cultivator Wudong will eventually ditch him. That is just how human nature works, unfortunately. Hateful comments flood the screen. I cannot believe a cultivator is actually teaming up with trash like So Mach. They must be the same. Seriously, stop giving her rewards. So Mach will probably just end up killing her anyway. It is a total waste. Over in Wudong's live stream, the chat is absolutely blowing up with people calling for help. Just watch the replay. This streamer is a total team killer. In the first realm, all her teammates died while she was the only survivor. What is she even doing besides being a parasite? Lock her and So Mach up so they stop hurting others. Girl, get away from So Mach right now. He almost took you out when he lost it a second ago. Wudong reads the comments and sighs heavily. So Mach asks her what is going on. She looks away and says, that huge commotion you caused might attract more monsters. We should probably get out of here. So Mach agrees, but he is thinking. Ever since the incident, she has been acting really strange, just spacing out all the time. It is clear that my power outburst really terrified her. Right now, I am basically a ticking time bomb that could seriously hurt anyone around me at any given second. He watches her thinking and realizes she might be worried about his feelings. She is probably too nice to say she wants to go solo. I should probably be the one to suggest splitting up. After all, this whole mess is my responsibility. As they walk down the street, So Mach thinks, I just need to find the right moment to say it. Suddenly, a target appears. So Mach is relieved. This is it. The perfect chance has finally arrived. He says, Wudong, you go ahead. I will hold this monster off. She just walks forward. So Mach is confused. Wait, what are you doing? She replies, I am so sorry. I should have realized what was happening much sooner. She looks really upset. I have been acting like everything is fine, even though millions of people are watching. Tens of millions of people are constantly attacking you. I cannot even begin to imagine the pressure you have been under. No wonder your power just exploded out of control. So Mach replies, it is not actually that bad, but the explosion was real. If I fight, it is too dangerous for you to be near me. She says, then I will fight too. So Mach is stunned. Wudong's power surges as she summons her weapon from thin air. She transforms into her battle gear, grips her sword, and says, this time I am the one who is going to protect you. The monster charges, and she rushes in. As she slashes at the beast, memories of her past come flooding back. Holding her sword, she asks, does this mean I have passed the test? The man says, your power and skill are more than enough to clear the exam, but I will not take you. She is confused. What? But my dad already paid the fee. The man says, Wudong, you are a top disciple at Flower Heaven Gate. Your talent and strength are impressive. Aside from me, you can choose any master in the White Elephant sect to be your personal teacher. I am sure no one would turn you down. Unless you are asking for more money, Wudong adds. The man rubs his forehead in frustration. I need you to tell me why you left the Flower Heaven Gate and chose me to be your teacher. Depending on how you answer this, I might just consider taking you on as my apprentice. Wudong asked, I joined the East Flower Gate because I thought the whole point was reaching immortality. But tell me, do you actually believe anyone ever truly becomes an immortal? The man nodded. Interesting question. Honestly, throughout all of history, there is zero actual evidence that true immortals even exist. Wudong frowned. Then what even is an immortal? Is it eternal life? Controlling the laws of reality or wielding cosmic power? Or is it just being pure, virtuous, and totally free from all this worldly drama? He replied, the universe and I are one. Everything is connected. You are not wrong. Those are the standard theories. To be honest, I used to believe in that stuff too. That was until I actually met real cultivators and realized the truth was nothing like the stories I imagined. These powerful cultivators were just selling out to the elites, chasing money and status like everyone else. Wudong cut in. And the students are no better, sucking up to the masters just to score extra cultivation resources. They only want more power and spells to lock down their social standing. They bully peers and use magic to scam normal people. I could not stand that life, so I bailed, which led to a massive blowout fight with my dad. He only pushed me to become a cultivator so I could boost his business and help him rub elbows with the high and mighty. She kept venting as they walked, desperate to maintain her status as a practitioner. The East Flower Gate was a bust, so he dumped me here. The whole thing is just a joke. In this age of zero spiritual energy, do we even have a shot at immortality? Do we even deserve it? He replied that most cultivators are just happy being stronger than the average Joe. To most of them, reaching immortality is just a pipe dream. But no matter the era, whether people call them crazy or stupid, there are always those who stay true to the path and never stop hunting for a new way. Ever heard of Yu Tianren? The man asked. Wudong looked confused. Yu Tianren? Who is that? I am the celestial one, Yu Tianren. I exist for the people, for the heavens, and for the earth. With a trashy, arrogant name like that, aren't you worried someone might actually punch your lights out? He continued. There used to be 8 ancient cultivation sects, but 4 of them tried to mess with Yu Tianren. Now? Well, now there are only 4 sects left. Wudong gasped. Damn, if this guy was that much of a beast, how have I never heard of him? He answered, most of the history regarding Yu Tianren was wiped out, but here is what I personally think happened. Yu Tianren either became an immortal or got incredibly close to it, but since the old records were purged, we are left guessing. Digging up his secrets is nearly impossible. My only option is to obsessively study every person or artifact linked to him throughout history. I am using these colorful feathers to try and trace the exact cultivation path that Yu Tianren once walked. If you are interested, you can join my sect and study with me. Wudong lit up. Wait, are you actually taking me on as a student? He nodded. Yeah, I am. But you still haven't told me why you picked me to be your master. Wudong smirked. Because everyone says you're weak. I figured life would just be easier around you. He sighed. Wow, you really did not have to be that honest, Wudong thought to herself. So I finally became his student. Mostly, I just spent my days helping him with his pointless research. She looked back on their training spot. Even back then, her master was completely broke. After he started his own sect, all he had for a training hall was some rundown house in the middle of the suburbs. He might have been weak, but his pure heart and dedication started drawing people in. Before we knew it, more students were showing up every day. There was another reason, too. Unlike those other stuck-up sects, our place was chill and relaxed, but the training was actually legit. Suddenly, everyone swarmed her. Hey, big sis, I brought you some ice-cold soda. And I got the latest issue of that new manga. As the first student to join, I actually got a ton of respect from the crew. But then, her memories turned dark. Everything changed the day the master's training hall was completely trashed. A mob descended on us. The leaders of the White Elephant sect and dozens of other schools surrounded us with their disciples, ready for a fight. They claimed that Yu Tianren's cultivation methods were nothing but a total scam. They accused my master of telling lies just to trick followers into joining his personal scheme for fame and power. The angry mob started screaming at Wudong's master. They claimed my master's heretical teachings were distracting their students, causing their profits to drop by 40%. They demanded that he take full responsibility right now. They threatened to punish everyone, but said we could walk if we just admitted he was a fraud. I screamed that he wasn't lying, but they just laughed in my face. Kids are so gullible, they sneered. Look around. Is there anyone left who actually has your master's back? My master's own students. Everyone ghosted, and now I am straight up terrified. Master told me to own my mistakes, so I did. But him? He refused to apologize. I am actually really scared. Master said the world needs people who never back down. Master gripped his blade as blood stained my memories. He died right there, and they just laughed over his cold body like it was some kind of sick joke. Those losers whispered about how he claimed to study the ancient arts but was too weak. They called him a total joke. Honestly, they were shameless. He had the guts to talk, and people actually believed him. Even if he restored the ancient power, normal people could never handle those skills. Ruining his own life is one thing, but he dragged the whole sect down with him, wasting everyone's time like some toxic energy vampire. I just stood there watching them laugh, doing absolutely nothing to stop it. My dad forced me into a different cultivation sect after that. I am just coasting through life, heartless and full of regret. I am furious. Back in the present, Wudong looks miserable. Wudong shreds the monster, her mind made up. This time, I am not flinching. I am done saying sorry. System alert. Congrats to our savior Wudong for taking out the boss clone. Next boss appears in 30 minutes. It is a 500-year beast. Dick Shuang says, is the boss really out this early? Only a 500-year beast? Sweet. Looks like we can finally clock out early today. Wudong, that is the cultivator with Chu Mach, right? Elder, is the difficulty lower because she already killed the boss clone herself? Kui Tin nodded. Yeah, the boss is probably a fusion-type monster. If the power level hit 2,000 years, the system would have deleted the whole dungeon to protect its core code. But by splitting the clone, the power drops to 500 years. It is a clever way to bypass the system limits. Even if the fusion triggered a warning, they can dodge the deletion by splitting apart at the very last second. I bet this dungeon fusion was a trap to lure in every cultivator and wipe them out all at once. Good thing Wudong trashed that clone, otherwise everyone would be staring down a 2,000-year monster. Host Lu Lituang says, let us give it up for our girl Wudong. The difficulty just tanked. With cultivators in the 5th dungeon facing a 500-year beast, they will probably just steamroll the thing, right? It is open season. Back in the dungeon, a massive pillar of purple light appears. Someone yells, the boss is here, but it is way too far away. We gotta move. The other guy says, chill out. We still have 30 minutes, right? Another squad of cultivators starts sprinting. Since the dungeons merged, there are way more people. If we are not first, we will lose the loot. The boss might be dead before we even get there. His friend agreed while someone else commented, oh man, look over there. Even the food vloggers and the beach foragers are showing up to join the party for some easy loot. Manoknok spotted Lei Hao Vu and yelled, hey, I know you. You are the clam digging guy. You trying to fight the boss too? He sighed. Only 30 minutes left, no time for digging clams. Not even enough time to pick up trash. I found a monster egg earlier, so at least I am not empty-handed. Stop judging me. Did you give up on the mukbangs too? No choice. No time for a big meal, so I might as well hit the boss. Even if I get nothing, the drama is totally worth it. Hey, can I buy that egg? I want to make some tomato and egg fried rice with it. That monster egg, I already ate it raw. Ma, Nognok gasped. Raw? Are you being serious right now? That is hardcore, man. You are the real food influencer. Aren't you worried about getting sick? Did it even taste good or what? He stayed quiet, holding his bucket. I am fine. It was edible. Let's just go and stop the small talk right now. We need to get moving, or we will miss the boss when it finally shows up. On top of a skyscraper, a dark shadow watched everything. He whispered that everything was going exactly according to his plan. He laughed like a maniac. Idiots. Do they really think this drop in difficulty was just a stroke of luck? Have fun walking into the grave I picked out for you. The purple beam stayed still. Wudong stared at the light and wondered if she really killed the boss clone. Did I hear right? Chu Mach said, the system might lie, but that beam of light is the real deal. Are you hurt? I am fine. That monster was super weak. I barely even tried and it just folded like a lawn chair. Chu Mach grinned. That is because you are stronger now. I feel safe with you protecting me. Who is that shady guy looking so suspicious? Chu Mach lied. You are tripping. Udala popped up. I am not seeing things. It stared at Chu Mach and asked, you are Chu Mach, right? Chu Mach snapped, who even are you? Udala replied, yours truly is, but then Wudong pinched his cheek. Udala yelled, hey, what are you doing? Let go of me. Wudong asked, are all these new monster species seriously this adorable? Udala bristled, stop pinching me and let go. I am not a monster. Master, get over here. Chu Mach was right there. Wudong wondered, Master, someone is coming. The girl spoke up. Mr. Chu Mach, I have been looking for you. Chu Mach asked, and you are? She introduced herself. I am Guyet Tian Tin of the Donghua Heaven Gate. Let us fight. Chu Mach was shocked. You want to fight? Girl, are you for real? Do we even have beef or something? I do not even know you. She replied, actually, it is the opposite. I have a lot of respect for you. Watching you crush that 1,000-year beast in the first realm was a rush. So, Mr. Chu Mach, I challenge you. Wudong kept pinching Udala. Hold up, Nguyen Tiantin. I know you. You are the strongest from the second realm, a core disciple of the Donghua Heaven Gate. In this new beast realm, monsters are our real enemies. Fighting each other now? Are you out of your mind? Udala yelled, easy on the face, my head might explode. His soul left his body as he cried, let go, you jerk. Wudong panicked. Oops, sorry. I used too much force. Is the little ghost alive? Is he okay? Wait, you become a ghost after you die. A ghost soul leaving its body? That is a double out-of-body experience. Nguyen Tiantin shoved the soul back in. He is fine. You just have to stuff it back in there. To answer your question, I have two big reasons for wanting to challenge you, Mr. Chu Mach. First, seeing your battle in the first realm replay lit a fire in me. This urge to fight is totally uncontrollable. Chu Mach doubted her. Really? Based on your face right now, you do not look fired up at all. Nguyen Tiantin held up 2 fingers. Reason number 2. A rogue cultivator with no sect is outperforming everyone. Mr. Chu Mach, you are making the top sects look bad. The elders of our sect feel totally humiliated. Only by beating you in front of the world can we clear our names and prove our sect is the strongest. Wudong said, are you allowed to say that? Being this honest will make your elders look even worse. She did not seem to care. Really? I do not get it. They wanted me to wait for more coins. But I think that is unfair. Plus, I cannot wait any longer. So I want to fight right now. Chu Mach said, thanks for being honest, but I have to decline. In that last battle with the beasts, my power went wild and I almost lost it. Fighting you now would be dangerous for both of us. Is it because of the public pressure? I get it. So Mach made a deal. I will accept your challenge, but only after my power is stable again. She said, but a delay is not fair to you. So Mach asked, why is that? She explained. You are a physical cultivator, right? Your power ceiling is usually capped at 1,000-year beast level. I can use coins to get much stronger. But you have already hit your limit. So Mach said, true, coins do not boost my combat power anymore. Is the limit for physical cultivators really just 1,000 years? Udala bragged, yep, newbie, pretty soon I will take you down with one hand, she continued. Physical cultivators copy beast training methods to toughen up their own bodies. But human bodies have limits. The strength of a 1,000-year beast is the maximum humans can handle, she added. Another limit is your Tao heart. Controlling massive power requires a pure will. Even for traditional cultivators, you must refine your spirit and resonate with the world to break the 1,000-year barrier. Historically, because of limited resources, few geniuses could cultivate. Physical training was always the exception. Nguyen Thien Tin explained, theoretically speaking, look, anyone can try body cultivation, but the grind is straight-up torture. No joke, it is basically self-mutilation. The odds of a normal person actually succeeding are even lower than following the traditional magic path. She continues, according to the ancient records, when the other world invaded last time, body cultivators were only useful during the very early stages. But as the war got more intense, these physical fighters were totally phased out of the combat. Udala jumps in, high difficulty, low ceiling, and useless in the late game. Only a total idiot would choose that path. The four big families cannot believe anyone in this era is still trying to be a body cultivator. Vu Dong warns her, hey little ghost, you really want me to kick your soul out again? Udala hides behind Nguyen Thien Tin and snaps, I am telling the truth. You think I am scared? Nguyen Thien Tin says, so Mach managed to become a body cultivator in this age and topped the charts. He has my absolute respect. She claims many cultivators are just waiting to get enough coins so they can challenge and beat So Mach themselves. That is why only I can defeat him. I will not let some cowards drag his name through the mud. If any other challengers show up, I will crush them. Vu Dong asks, you really think you are noble? Nguyen Thien Tin fires back. For the pride of the four big sects, people will come for So Mach. You got a better way to handle it? Vu Dong frowns. If they cannot even get past me, they have no right to touch him. I will take every challenge. She points her sword at Nguyen Thien Tin. Starting with you, the girl glares. I am going all out. Udala shouts, you dare provoke my master? I will smash your dog head with this hammer right now. Every insult you threw at me, I will pay it back 10 times over. Vu Dong looks at them. 2 against 1 plus a pet? I do not care. Uwala becomes a massive axe. A massive wave of energy explodes everywhere. Nguyen Thien Tin rests the axe on her shoulder. It is dangerous. Surrender now while you still have a chance. Vu Dong sneers. You are too soft. We are enemies now. Worry about yourself. The girl charges with the axe. They collide head-on and energy waves rip through the air. Dust and smoke cover the entire battlefield. A guy asks, I just got here. What is the deal? Are they fighting? Has it even been 30 minutes? Did the boss spawn early? Everyone gathers around. Someone yells, no way. This is better than a boss. The crowd starts whispering. I heard Nguyen Thien Tin and Vu Dong are fighting over some guy they both like. No way. Who would dare steal a man from the genius of the East Flower sect? Wait. Vu Dong is the cultivator who killed that boss clone mentioned in the Secret Realm announcement earlier. She is a core disciple of the big sects. Why have we never heard of her before? The green-haired guy laughs. You do not get it. She is from the 5th Secret Realm. The big 4 sects always look down on small sect disciples and rogues. Now they look like trash compared to us. Lahao Vu is shocked. I cannot believe our realm produced another powerhouse besides the legendary So Mach. The realm is actually fair. Even normal people like us can stand out if we find the right chance. The other guy adds, you still need guts. Just look at the leader of the Tai Huyen sect. He pretended to lead everyone against the boss in the first mission, but it was all just a big show. When So Mach was fighting that beast, he just stood there like a coward. I watched the replay and died laughing. Ingon Tin Kiem screams from a distance. What are you high whispering about? Lahao Vu turns around and stutters. Is that the Tai Huyen guy? We were just talking. We did not say anything bad. He is furious. Oh, quiet now? If you are so brave, why do you not say that to my face right now? La Tien Than stops him. Forget it. Do not waste your time on them. Non Tin Kiem snaps back. But master, they are right. I was useless and my father is totally disappointed in me. When I got back yesterday, it was the first time I ever saw my dad get that angry at me. He stayed up all night using rare materials to upgrade that lightning jar just for you. He has high expectations. Latian Thon finally realized the truth. So that is why he snatched the thunder jar back yesterday. Ngon Tin Kiem chimed in. Facts. Your old man really cares about you. He just sucks at showing it. Latian Thon stared at the thunder jar in his hand. So that is how it is? Inside that bottle, something was lurking. It looked like some kind of creepy dark spirit. Back at the brawl between Ngiet Tien Tin and Wudong, dust was flying everywhere. Ngiet was actually low-key impressed. You are tougher than you look. Why not just take the L and quit? She swung her axe. Keep swinging if you want, but I am definitely taking this win. If I go full power with Yuala and accidentally delete you, Master Chu Mach is going to be seriously devastated. Wudong shot back. Oh word? I would love to see that ghost's real power. I just hope it is not all talk like you are. They charged at each other. A blur. Before Nguyet could even blink, her weapon was just gone. She was like, wait, what just happened here? My gear got jacked right in the middle of the fight? No way. Ngiet looked completely and utterly shook. So Mach grabbed both their weapons and stepped in. Chill out, you two. It is just a match. Let us not go catching a body today. The system pinged with a notification. Loading legendary martial god battle experience. Current progress is at 50%. Nguyen looked absolutely pissed. So Mach asked, Yo, you are not actually salty about this, are you? He handed Ula back and explained he only ended the fight for their own safety. Nguyen finally spoke up and found her voice. Master Chu Mach, I was totally trippin'. You jacked my weapon during the fight like it was absolutely nothing. I did not even notice your battle skills were already at the absolute peak. You were totally sandbagging and hiding your real strength during that first Secret Realm mission. You played every single one of us. Thinking I could actually take you? Yeah, I am nowhere near your level yet. Haha, Chu Mach replied, you are hyping me up too much. It was just luck. Udala poofed back into his ghost form. Ngiet said, Master Chu Mach, you are being way too humble right now. In a situation like this, even the top masters from the 4 big sects, those famous seekers, could not have stopped our battle as easily as you did. Do you mind if I tag along for a bit and learn your ways? Wudong asked, looking pretty suspicious. Nguyet, you are a top-tier disciple of the Dong Hoa sect. Is it even okay for you to be saying things like that? Are you plotting something shady again? Nguyet kept it real. No way. I have got nothing but mad respect for Master Chu Mach. Plus, whether he lets me join the squad is his call, and it has absolutely nothing to do with some weak loser who just got folded like you. Wudong scoffed. Loser? I do not recall anyone actually catching a dub or taking a loss just now. Nguyen was totally flexin'. If Chu Mach had not stopped us, I would have definitely smoked you by now. If you do not believe me, ask him yourself. I totally trust his judgment. Both Wudong and Nguyet Tien Tin turned to Chu Mach at the exact same time. So, who actually won that round anyway? Chu Mach was totally sweating. Suddenly, Can Tien strolled up and decided it was time to pipe up. Nguyet, you really need to chill with that massive ego. Stop being such a major headache for everyone else. Nguyet looked annoyed. Oh, is that you, Can Tien, the little disciple from Dan Dai? You guys love making up all these stiff rules for yourselves. What? Are you trying to win Student of the Year? Stop trying to boss me around with those rules. You want to lecture me? Catch these hands first, Udala added. I hate fakes like you the most. Square up right now if you really have a problem with me. Can Tien did not even give a damn. I am not here to start any drama with you. Wudong, your talent and potential are totally insane. I am inviting you to come and join Dan Dai. Wudong gasped, and suddenly every other group started scouting her. Join Tai Not instead. We will definitely give you the VIP treatment and the best gear. Me too. Join our sect. Nguyet leaned in and started whispering something very quietly to Wudong. You should just forget those small-time sects for now. Both Dan Dai and Tai Not will make you a core member with a real shot at becoming a seeker one day, but honestly, Tai Not's overall strength has been falling off hard in the last few years. Plus, they already have 16 core disciples, so you would be a small fish. Dan Dai is a totally different story, though. They only have one top-tier student. If you decide to join Dan Dai right now, you are basically guaranteed to be the next big seeker in charge of Mount Can for the next generation. Can Tien walked over. Nguyet, your so-called whisper is loud as hell. I heard every word you said. But you are actually right about one thing. Wudong, join us and we will hook you up with the best resources in the game. Wudong turned them down. Thanks for the offer, but no thanks. I have already made up my mind. I am staying solo for now. No sex for me at all. My talent and potential are really not even that crazy, she added. I am only this strong right now because Chu Mach gave me a ton of coins. She thought to herself, I still do not know if the big 4 sects are low-key working with the monsters or not. Plus, we've got a monster leader living in my house, and my sister smells like one of those creatures too. If I join those top sects, I'll just bring a mountain of drama and trouble to Chu Mach. Kan Tien says, "You're too modest. All the cash in the world can't buy talent and hustle. You gotta turn that energy into real power. Change your mind? Hit me up whenever. Anyway, I'm out of here. Won't keep bugging you guys. Peace out. Everyone clear out. Scram. I really thought we'd snag a legendary recruit today. Guess I was just dreaming. Even the big four sects couldn't recruit her. What chance do little fish like us really have?" So Mach yells, "Hold up, don't leave yet. Since everyone's here, I've got some big news to drop." Kantien looks back and asks, "Talk to us, Fifth Realm Savior. What's on your mind, So Mach?" That purple gate just turned bright blue. So Mach says, "Listen up. I need strong cultivators to investigate how the corporation is working with the monsters." The chat's blowing up. "Oh look, So Mach is starting his nonsense again. Does he really think we're that dumb? Blaming everything on the monsters while acting like a total saint? Even if the corporation is dirty. You're telling me you're clean?" Someone in the stream asks, "How about some proof you didn't kill anyone first? People are wondering if monsters really hit Earth." No way. Ancient cultivators built that secret realm as a total fortress. Until the Savior fails, no monster is touching Earth. I'm not buying it. Total fake news. Not a chance. Nguyen Thien Tin speaks up. "I believe you, So Mach." Kantien grins. "Interesting theory. The odds are low, but it's worth checking out. Once this realm quest ends, I'll have my sect investigate the corporation." So Mach says, "Thanks." Kantien replies, "Don't mention it. Protecting the world from these dangerous monster threats is what we do. But we'll deal with the corporation after we take down the boss." The gate glows brighter and brighter. Everyone is freaking out. What's happening? That boss light beam is getting massive. He's about to spawn. Wait, it's still growing. The gate is expanding everywhere. Someone asks, "What the hell is going on?" The shadow on the skyscraper whispers, "Initiate." In a flash, the gate rips open in a totally weird new location. Lahao Vu looks around, dazed. "Where are we?" Someone says. "That light beam just warped us here." Another guy asks, "Wait, wasn't that beam supposed to be the boss's spawn point?" But there's no boss and no system notification. This is getting really creepy. After looking around, So Mach warns, "Heads up. This place is dangerous." Wudong stays sharp. "Yeah, I get it. These quests are never a walk in the park." Then he whispers, "The first quest said it was a 500-year boss, but a 1,000-year beast showed up. What's the deal now?" The blue light starts shrinking. Suddenly, the system pings a notification. The final boss for Quest 2 has arrived. Difficulty level, 500-year beast. Suddenly, a massive monster appears, its body ripped and its red eyes glowing with bloodlust. This guy says casually, "No idea what's happening, but killing this 500-year monster finishes the quest, right?" Thinking like that makes it easy. We only have one job to do. He draws his sword and charges Ingu, swinging for the fences. But the beast doesn't flinch. A massive shockwave sends him flying back. Are you kidding me? Not even a scratch? How is this just a 500-year beast? My sword didn't even pierce its skin. His face goes pale as his spiritual attacks fail. A second later, the monster's fist slams right into his head. His world goes pitch black instantly. Seeing this, the trio panics. The guy with the top knot yells, "No way, is that a core disciple?" The guy next to him shakes. The beast just one-shotted him. Hao Vu stammers, "Is the realm glitching out? No way, this is just a 500-year beast." Watching them tremble, Kan Tien says, "It's not that he's too strong, we've just gotten weaker. Haven't you noticed? The spiritual energy here is dead. Our attacks can't hit with their full power anymore." Suddenly, Bomi appears looking all cute. Then, boom, it transforms into a jacked giant next to a massive snake and squid. Niet Thien Tin gasps, "It's not just the boss. Every monster in this secret realm just got teleported right here. Total despair. Our powers are capped, and we're completely surrounded by these monsters. Is this secret realm trying to slaughter every savior here?" Right then, the system warps them to a place that looks cold and dead serious. A voice rings out, "Secret realm?" Not even close. Suddenly, this weird dude with horns on his head just pops out of nowhere. Gia Liet smugly announces, "Hey cultivators, saviors, and all you fans watching the live stream of this secret realm. Welcome back to the actual planet Earth." The immortal is confused. "Who are you? You say this is Earth? No way, Earth's spiritual energy isn't this dried up yet." Then he just fires back, "Wrong, this is definitely Earth. To be exact, it's a resort hotel on some tiny island in the Pacific Ocean. Underneath the hotel, there's a massive amount of hidden energy controlling the square." He scoffs, his voice dripping with pure contempt. "This whole thing is a trap specially designed just for you. As for who I am, didn't your precious savior Chu Mach tell you the truth already? Monsters have already snuck onto Earth." People watching the stream start commenting, "Wait, am I seeing this right? Chu Mach was actually telling the damn truth. Where are all those haters who were doubting God Mach before? Where are you hiding now? Come out and bow down to apologize to him already. Everyone is glued to Chu Mach's live stream right now, putting the actual facts aside for a minute. Even if monsters really are on Earth, Chu Mach still hasn't cleared his name of those murder charges. Others snap back, yo, quit making all that noise. The beasts are about to wipe out all the saviors at once. Why are we still arguing about Chu Mach being right or wrong? Does it even matter? Back in the observation room, Li Tuang asks Elder Lai, what's the status of the situation right now? Kui Tin replies, I just got word we found the tiny island where the saviors are being held prisoner. Hearing that, Li Tuang celebrates internally and gives the order. Awesome, then get a rescue team out there immediately. Elder Kwai, looking totally uneasy, had already sent the search and rescue squad ahead. They've just arrived on site. According to their reports, that island has completely vanished without a single trace. The coordinates on the satellite map are showing absolutely nothing now. There won't be any backup coming to help. Now Jia Liat's silhouette flickers into view, and Kui Tin's voice sounds like he is totally giving up. There's zero hope left. A nasty, mocking smirk spreads across his face as he speaks to the cultivators. Go ahead and enjoy these final moments of fighting for your miserable lives. Use that live stream you love so much to watch the protectors of Earth get destroyed. Meanwhile, Chu Mach is standing in front of a beast twice his size. He says, if the rules of this realm still apply, then taking you out means we get to go back to reality, right? Suddenly, a massive wave of energy erupts from his body. Well then, let's just find out. A split second later, inside the realm's town, thunderous shots ring out repeatedly as bullets rip through its skull, taking the beast down in an instant. A guy with a man bun, still in a sniping stance, whispers, hey monster, how does a bullet flavored with spiritual energy taste? He walks over to the dead beast and scoffs. Ha, I knew bringing a sniper rifle was the right call. Before we entered this place, you were actually laughing at me. He stops talking and shouts a name. At that exact moment, another cultivator gets flattened by a different monster. Abin hears a loud crash, turns his head, and softly gasps out the name, Bomi. The beast towers over him, looking like it's actually smiling at the guy with the man bun. He grabs his weapon and screams, you bastard, I'm going to rip you apart. Suddenly, a terrifying scream echoes as Bomi leans down and just snatches him right up. Just like that, it lifts its arm high, ignoring the guy's desperate thrashing. Let me go, put me down right now. Then Bomi opens its mouth wide, showing off rows of nasty, jagged teeth dripping with spit. The guy screams in total hopelessness, no, stop. Meanwhile, Chu Mach and Jia Liat are going at it. Jia Liat raises a hand to summon a shield, holding his ground with a voice that is way too calm. Hear that? The tragic screams of those cultivators are like music to my ears. You're just a brat in my way. Chu Mach just scoffs. Ha, you think I'm just gonna let you go attack Ngungu? Jia Liat smirks. You're actually the most dangerous savior here. If I let you kill Ngunu that easily, this little slaughter game I set up would be a total waste. Then he turns and barks an order. Hey Ngungu, go eat some grass and stop wasting time. Chu Mach thinks to himself, this is getting messy. With this exhibitionist psycho blocking my path, I can't kill the final boss. There's no way I can wrap up this secret realm early now. Not only will more cultivators get slaughtered, but my own powers might spiral out of control all over again. Suddenly, Jia Liat lunges forward with killing intent. Chu Mach, spacing out in the middle of a fight isn't a very good habit. Suddenly, someone with a fan blocks his path. I have to say, I completely agree with your point there. A bright flash from behind makes Jia Liat freeze in his tracks. With a quick flick of the fan, the surrounding space turns into a scorching inferno, Flame Emperor's raging blood. As he finishes, flames erupt everywhere, starting to burn to the bone. The intense heat actually makes Jia Liat look a bit annoyed. Ugh, what a useless move. You really think you can interrupt my entertainment like this? Trukunguyet Thien Tin flies toward him with a scepter. That's not exactly up to you to decide. Jia Lai is loving this. These weak attacks are just a total joke to him. Suddenly, a purple blade flashes out as a voice growls that it is not over yet. Right behind him, Wu Tong raises her sword high into the air and slams it down with pure rage. As the smoke clears, Jia Li does not have a single scratch. He sneers, do you idiots still not get it? You lack the power to even scratch me. He clutches the gem on his chest and adds, only Chu Mo matters here. Wait, where did Chu Mo go? Jing Xian speaks up. You can probably guess, right? He is busy hunting down the final boss right now. His eyes are full of contempt. So that is it. This is your big strategy to stop me? Even if you throw your lives away, how long can you really stall? Niu Yet Tien Tin is ready to die for Earth. Wu Tong is right there with her. To save any hope for Earth, we are more than ready to die on this battlefield today. Suddenly, a ring of fire erupts around Jing Xian. He swings his fan, sending the flames spiraling out to trap Jia Lai and lock his body down tight. A dark shadow is falling from the sky toward him. It is Nu Yet Tian Tin. Her eyes burn with determination as Wu Tong charges in. They both slash at the darkness together, and a second later, the shadow just melts away. Tian Tin whispers, "We won. That was easy." But Wu Tong feels something is off and snaps, "Wait, something is wrong. Based on the power that Beast showed us earlier, we should not even be in his league. How did we kill him in under 10 seconds? Jing Xian guesses that the thing we just slaughtered was probably just a clone. If I am right, that monster was targeting Chu Mo from the very start. You have already felt it, haven't you? A barrier surrounds the area. Right now, a purple circle traps the entire secret realm within the grass. Jia Lai walks through the barrier like it is nothing. Even with your strength, you won't break this anytime soon. Suddenly, a hand appears holding Ngu by the head. It is Chu Mo. Did you seriously lure me here to kill the boss just so you could trap me inside? You really went through a lot of trouble. Hearing that, he just gives a creepy, weird smile. As expected of the most dangerous savior. Trapped in a cage and still acting all cool. Let me guess what you are thinking right now. You already killed the boss, so why hasn't this secret realm vanished yet? Because this barrier blocks the realm's vision. Even the system itself cannot tell that Ngu is actually dead right now. He goes quiet before asking, "You trapped me here just to give a lecture? What do you want?" The guy approaches him with a tempting offer. "You, Chu Mo, are the most elite savior on the entire face of the earth. You are fighting to save the world, but those pathetic humans just insult and hate you. It is sad. Don't you see that your hard work is totally worthless? Just join us instead. You will finally get the fair treatment you actually deserve. Your talent and value won't be wasted here." He keeps rambling. "And don't worry, the live stream is cut off inside this barrier. Nobody can see us. Right now, not a single soul on Earth can hear what we are talking about. People watching the stream comment, 'Is this monster stupid?' The live stream is clearly working fine. If you think it is broken, then you are the real idiot here. That beast is clearly trying to trick Chu Mo into betraying humanity in front of the entire world." Inside Chu Mo's stream chat, the comments are flying by at a crazy speed right now. Chu Mo is staying silent. Is he actually considering it? Is he really going to betray us? Someone shoots back, "Mach God hasn't said a word and you are already making things up? If I were him, I would join the monsters. You people aren't worth saving." Suddenly, a system alert. System alert. Martial God Legend combat experience is currently 70% loaded. He stands there in silence, thinking to himself that he needs to stall for a bit more time. Even though Jia Lai is trying his hardest to flip Chu Mo, he doesn't say a word. The guy loses his patience and snaps, "Chu Mo, I am running out of time. Give me an answer. Trust me, if you agree to work with us, we will make sure you are treated like royalty. If you reject my kindness, I will have to kill you right here." Chu Mo finally answers, "Cooperation? Our little partnership ended a long time ago, buddy. Spirit energy control cubes are rare treasures. You have been hoarding a massive amount of those control cubes lately. Did you really think you could hide your plot to kill the saviors from the Alliance? You didn't even warn us. How do you have the nerve to talk about trust?" Hearing that, he just smirks. "Huh, you claim to be a corporate man? That is the funniest joke I have ever heard." Ignoring the laughter, Chu Mo asks, "So where is that failed beast commander? You really think that was just a coincidence?" His smile vanishes. He looks down and growls, "Human, what are you trying to say? So stupid. You really think a big shot beast commander just shows up by mistake? Think again." He smirks, eyes full of contempt. "Still haven't figured it out? Guess you really are a brainless animal. If you want to play dirty and set traps, we will just flip the script. A beast commander is a top-tier lab specimen. Facts. We have been running experiments on monster cells for ages. Did you seriously have no clue this was happening?" Gia Liet snaps, his rage boiling over as he screams, "You filthy, disgusting humans! The Alliance Corporation reached out to us for a deal first. Is this how you show your respect?" He stares him down with pure disgust. "Did you actually think our corporation would be lapdogs for a bunch of wild animals? Our deal died a long time ago, you moron." He lets out a wicked laugh. "Haha. When I said the barrier could block the Secret Realm livestream, I was just playing you for a fool. So much. The Alliance Corporation's twisted true colors are exposed to the whole world now. So tell me, who is the idiot now?" Out of nowhere, a sudden notification pops up on his screen. System alert. War God Legend combat experience is currently updating. Progress is at 99.99%. After reading it, he completely freezes up. Gia Liet gloats at the sight. "Speak up, So March. What happened to that cool and collected attitude you had earlier? Did you go brain dead? Some great savior you are. Turns out you are just another traitor working with us beasts." He keeps rambling on. Not only that, but you just admitted to the corporation's human experiments. Honestly, I was only bluffing and guessing about that earlier. Ha ha ha. You betrayed your people and your company. There is nowhere left on this earth for you to hide. So March finally breaks his silence. Too bad. It looks like you really didn't know about those human experiments, but I should thank you anyway. You just stood there and admitted the connection between the monsters and the corporation, so now my name is officially cleared of all that garbage. Gia Lyot winces at the answer. Wait, what did you just say? He suddenly erupts in a scream. How is that possible? Somar just looks at him with pure scorn. Seems like you finally get it. The idiot who just exposed himself to the whole world is you. He keeps snapping back in frustration. Quit lying. If you aren't with the corporation, how do you know so much? Are you just trying to fix your image because of the live stream? While the other guy is losing his mind, So Mach just stays calm and collected. Is gathering intel on an enemy really that strange to you? He starts listing the evidence, starting with a broken man sitting on the floor looking totally lost. Then he shows a helpless boy, and finally a girl in a wheelchair. So Mach asks, do you still want more proof than that? He keeps going, causing the monster's face to tighten with worry. Once this secret realm is finished, the first thing I am doing is tearing down the Lie Corporation. Not that you will be around to see it. Gia Liet's face goes dark. When the hell did you figure out that the barrier could not stop the live stream? So Mach replies with a bored tone. I knew from the jump. You talked way too much about that barrier you trapped me in. Your little treasure is supposedly unbreakable, plus it can stop the secret realm from confirming the boss's death. Real fancy. All that talk was just to trick me into thinking the barrier was a total blackout. Then you tried to hint that it cut the live stream. Your clumsy mind games were honestly pathetic. The comment section starts blowing up on the screen. I literally do not even know how to describe what just happened. That was wild. So Mach is just on another level entirely. Another person chimes in quickly. I knew it. Mach God's stupid persona was just a total act. This is his true face. Inside the livestream chat, a comment pops up. Yo, Mach God, it is definitely time to change that title of yours. Not just crazy strong, but super calculating too. We should call him Old Demon Suh. Another fan cheers in the chat. Even though the saviors are trapped by these monsters, seeing So March here makes me feel way better about everything. Suddenly, the system displays an update. System alert. War God Legend Combat Experience updating. Current progress, 100%. He looks down at the notification and thinks to himself, finally, the combat experience update has reached 100%. Perfect timing. Wait a second. Why is the progress bar still going up? A new alert flashes. System update. Combat experience at 101.5%. So March looks totally confused. System, are you trolling me? Isn't 100% the limit? What the hell is 101.5? The monster looks furious. It feels like he is about to lunge at me, but the bar is still going. Am I going to lose control mid-fight again? The system quickly explains. Alert. Because host adaptation to the war god is rising, exceeding 100% will unlock a brand new skill. Once the progress hits 100%, fighting will no longer cause the host to lose control of their power. Gia Lyot stares at his glowing hand, absorbing energy with a wicked smirk. Yo, Chu Mach, I totally slept on how shady you are. My bad, but you're still trapped in my custom pocket dimension. He clenches his fists and charges like a beast, screaming that raw power is the only thing deciding who survives this mess. He throws a massive haymaker, but Chu Mach just chills behind a shield. The guy is shook, grinding his teeth because his ultimate attack just got totally neutralized. Wait, I didn't even feel a hit. Chu Mach grabs his arm and just says, sit your butt down. With one flick, Chu Mach tosses him like trash. While flying, the guy is losing it, trying to figure out how he's being wrecked. I'm being treated like a literal rag doll, about to get slammed into the pavement. Gia Lyot hits the dirt hard, and suddenly his whole body erupts into a massive fireball. Back in the room, Yi Chang is totally fangirling, face turning bright red. Man, Chu Mach's cold-hearted vibe is seriously doing things to my heart. Higher IQ, more power, just toyed with that beast. He's a literal god. Li Tuang just sighs. Sister Yi Chang, please try to keep it together. Chu Mach is officially the goat of saviors. Also, let's be real. Half the people watching this screen right now owe that man a massive apology. Right then, a cloud of smoke pops up and a mysterious voice starts talking. Still kicking, huh? You're actually decent. Now open this thing up, tell the monsters to stand down, and let's wrap this mission up. Chu Mach towers over Gia Liet and says, maybe I'll let you live today. The guy collapses after taking those heavy hits. I already guessed you were strong, way stronger than my math allowed, so I actually came prepared for a showdown like this. Two creepy shadows appear. Chu Mach just looks at them, calling in 2 more dark monsters to jump me inside this box. He keeps his cool and asks, "Is this really your big plan?" Gioliot powers up again and shouts, "Nope. These things are my personal batteries. They feed me energy so I don't run out of juice. I'm back at 100%, and no rules can stop me now." His weakness vanishes, replaced by pure ego. "Your fighting skills are actually insane. I've got to give you props for that. To show you some respect, I'm going to use my max power to delete you from existence." Suddenly, someone starts banging on the shield. Wudong is stressed out, saying this barrier is ridiculously strong. Nguyen Tien Tin yells, "Keep hitting it. We have to break Chu Mach out of there, no matter what. Hey Sun Can, keep that fan moving." Can Tien is over there overthinking, wondering if the beast is using the final boss as bait just to keep Chu Mach trapped inside. Why aren't they trying to stop us from breaking this wall? I see 2 reasons. This thing is so tough, even Chu Mach can't break it. Our attacks are basically just flea bites to it. And second, those beasts have bigger fish to fry right now. Then, a loud noise echoes. Everyone turns their heads. A bell starts ringing, mixed with the sound of people freaking out and whispering in the air. A massive bell is literally floating in the sky. Stop staring and run, before Pommy catches up and wrecks us all. Wait, where did that monster even come from? A giant shadow appears, holding the bell, shaking it while he starts talking. "Time is up, humans. You saviors have been around for 1,000 years, and now you're all gathered in one spot. The merger of our 2 worlds is starting once again. Consider this a little halftime break. I'm sending some sincere greetings to all of you from the other dimension." Everyone's stunned. Someone blurts out, "That's a huge beast. It's bigger than anything we've seen. It looks like it's on a whole different level compared to the other monsters here." Halftime? All the beasts around us have completely stopped moving. Are they actually calling for a ceasefire? No way. The shadow guy just gives a creepy little smirk. "This war decides the world's fate. You guys already lost, but we're not trying to hunt every last one of you down." He keeps going. "Stop being saviors and bow down to us instead. I'll personally make sure you stay safe. Earthlings are pretty mid, honestly. If you just surrender and become our little minions, you can keep right on living your peaceful little lives without any trouble." La Tianthon snaps, "Quit playing around with us. We're never going to bow down to gross monsters like you, so don't believe a word he says. Beasts are all liars." Someone else chimes in. "The young master is right. This beast is just trying to mess with our heads and split us up." The shadow looks down on them. "There are no permanent enemies, guys, only permanent interests. It's just business. You cultivators can either be our snacks or our best buddies. Believe me, plenty of your own people have already jumped ship to join our winning side. They brought us tokens, which is how we managed to sneak you all onto this tiny island so easily. If you've got a token, come on over to my side first. I've got rooms and plenty of food all ready for you lucky ones. Any marked cultivators will be protected once halftime ends." Latian Thon screams, "Stop lying to us, you freak. Wait, I'm not carrying any of their gear. So why do I have this mark? Are you playing me?" He looked down and smirked. "Oh, I remember now. That jar you're carrying has a teleportation seal carved right into it. Your dear old dad gave that to you, didn't he? Even if you didn't choose to pack that gear, his mom asked me to look after you, so get over here." Hearing that, he gripped the jar, unable to believe what he was actually hearing. "No way. No freaking way. My dad sided with the monsters?" The shadow replied. "That is because he was actually a smart man. Your world got hit by us once already. Plenty of people secretly switched teams because they finally woke up and smelled the reality. Earth is just a playground for us monsters now. And as for you humans, you're nothing but our new servants." Suddenly, the cage breaks. A clean getaway. Clenching her fists, she screamed, "You really thought this cheap cage could hold me back? I am a legendary monster commander, and you better show some respect." She rolled her eyes in total disgust. "Who wants to be your pet? Did you really think you could buy me off with snacks? You demon, Chu Mach. I am going to make you pay for every single one of your crimes." As she yelled, she grabbed a cupcake. "I mean, I say that, but my powers are still totally drained. I'm definitely no match for that monster right now." Then she started chowing down on the cake and soda. Is running away really my only move? Or should I call it a tactical retreat? My body might have shrunk, but my brain is still sharp. I have to find something I can use to threaten Chu Mach. Suddenly, she jumped up, thrilled. "I've got it! If I kidnap the sister that Chu Mach cares about, I can force that demon to obey me. That way, even without my powers, I can finish the mission for my lord and save all the weak monster tribes." Then she walked over to his sister's hospital bed. She pictured a massive, scary shadow hovering over a tiny, helpless little kitten.